Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers, and you could take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers, and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished. Because we got each other.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
I got these guys already showing each other comics and stuff. You guys, they're like kids. They're the best. They're the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Jimmy Palmiotti, Bryan Pulido, Billy Tucci is incoming. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I can already tell.
McFarlane.
Look at
there
this.
There you go.
So
Is that a Todd cover?
This is dude, straight up to Todd McFarlane cover.
How long ago did he do that?
Dude, it just came out in October.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I will tell you that, according to Todd, this is the first time he did a cover for a quote unquote competitor. It's a great email he sent me. I asked him to do a cover. And
well, this is the regular cover. This comes out next Wednesday.
Awesome. Oh, you're already spoiling what I want to talk to you about, Jimmy.
Okay, we're screwing up.
Special Todd McFarlane one.
Nice. Show it off.
Yeah, hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy's writing Gunslinger Spawn right now, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's amazing.
I asked Todd if he could sign a couple of them for me.
That's awesome.
See, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about, you guys.
Such a fanboy. I'm such a fanboy geek with the Bryan and I are in the same place. We're still like collecting comics and geeking out over people and.
Oh, for sure.
It never ends, dude. It never ends. Even if you're in the business, it doesn't matter. It never ends.
It's a wonderful, lovely obsession.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's that's why we love it though. I mean, that's why we like this show literally we do it every week and we've been doing it every week for 2 years now not because like, I mean, everything's great about it, but the main reason is because I get to hang out with my friends and talk about comics, nostalgia, collectibles. It's become our LCS basically.
Yeah. It's LCS. This is my Wednesday happy hour or after dinner, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
This is my weeknight going out.
Hell yeah.
No, I admire that, guys, because it's like. I always tell people you have to have a hobby in this lifetime. You have to have something that you love so much you'll put the brakes on everything else to do it or to spend some time with it. And again, a lot of times we're spending it by ourselves, right? Because we're reading the books and we're kind of like doing it. But I think it's really important to have that. I just watch people that have no love for anything, and I don't know how they exist. I don't know what they do with their time. Even with sports, it's great. Somebody loves sports. I'm like, great. That's a hobby. That's something they have fun doing. But I think comics, there's so many levels because you got stories, you got the artwork, you got the creators, you got the backstory of the characters. There's just so much to like. I'm one of those guys, and I think Bryan's the same way. I collect the artwork, everything. I'm like, I'm down for everything. I want the special books. I want the CGC. I want a perfect copy of this and that. All this crazy stuff. It's exhausting, and it definitely does dent your wallet a bit.
So we love talking about.
I don't have kids, so I don't. That's my answer to everything. But how much money do you spend on comics, Bryan? I don't have kids, man.
Yep.
Hey, selling comics is this. People get into it the same way they get into selling drugs.
Yeah.
First, you're just doing it so you can read for free or smoke for free.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're all in. I guess
you're mainlining.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And then
it's how okay, so you guys we love talking about original art collecting. and you kind of brought that up. I think that one of the coolest things that I see happening is like this generation of creators are super into collecting this original art. Is it because it's a history thing? Is that what it is to you guys?
You know, I speak for myself. For me, it's like I've loved comics, and part of comics is I love the art. And when I was a kid, I used to copy the covers and stuff like that. And I think when you draw, and then you're looking at comic art, and then it's sort of like magic. Like, how did they come up with that? And you know, every one of these guys starts with a blank page, and then all of a sudden this thing comes out of it. And I just felt like growing up, I'm like, these guys are like magicians. And again, I grew up with like Mike Colluder and Bernie Wrightson and Barry Smith on Conan and Stranko doing Nick Fury and Jack Kirby on FF. And none of those artists, well, most of them had no reference to anything before that. Like they didn't, you know, Jack Kirby didn't say, well, let me look up what you know the thing should look like, or like you know, Bernie Wrightson, let me look up how to do this and that. I mean, of course they looked after the masters that came before them, but each one of these people created something out of nothing. And it's funny how we associate that. When you say Bernie Wrightson, your brain automatically sees some kind of artwork, whether it's Swamp Thing or a cool Batman. Like we say that Barry Smith, and all of a sudden we can see Conan or Machine Man or whatever you grow up, whatever generation you discovered that artist in, your brain goes right to that. And I think the cool thing about comic art is these people, like, not only do they do these characters, but they do them in a way that we identify it instantly. Like it's like 100,000 people could draw Wolverine, and they're all going to look different at some level. But when let's say Barry Smith does it, or the people you love doing it, John Romita Jr., whatever it may be, it's one of a kind. And I think unlike other art forms where it's a lot of interpretation and stuff, these guys still have to tell a story. And I think it's two art forms that came out of America. One is jazz, and the other one is superhero comic books, right? So these two art forms originated in America, and I think we do them in a pretty amazing way. And I just think, like I said, I think the attraction when I was younger was how cool everything looked. And of course, I wanted to be those guys. I wanted to be one of those guys. And then as you get older, and we make a little money in our lives, right? We make a little spending money. We want to own a piece of artwork by these guys. You know, it's like sort of like collecting the comics in a way. And I feel like if I was a billionaire, if I was like Elon Musk, I would be putting a comic book art museum in every single town. I literally would make that my life goal. To show off how great these guys are. But at the same time, like I said, it's an art form that doesn't get enough respect. And I think guys like us are always trying to fight for that, to say, hey, you know what? Don't dismiss what we do. Comics are a lot cooler than you think they are. And look, when we did Marvel Nights, when Joe and I did Marvel Nights, and we got like guys like Kevin Smith out there selling stuff for us, our main goal was to try to say, hey, look, we're cool. Comics are cool. You look at Bryan and what Bryan did. Bryan's stuff was heavy metal and cool. You look at Billy Tucci, who just came in here, and he's just like doing your own thing, and that was cool, you know. So it's just in our blood. And Bryan, I forgot the question already. So I'm gonna let Billy. We gotta say hello to Billy, who just walked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Tucci.
What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm very, very confused. This past
well, it's your background. It's the room you're in. It's like you have like the souls of dead animals hanging behind you with a gun over the door. Yeah, look at that.
Do we have? I feel like we have evil Billy Tucci showing up to the party tonight.
So for some reason, I was on at 9:00 when I was trying to find the link, and of course, I didn't see you had sent it over an hour ago. And then I'm like, then when I got it, I thought it was 7:00.
It's perfect timing, brother. Literally, you're totally fine.
We're here. Everything's great, and let's talk about the present and the future.
Are you going to shave that thing off on this show, Billy? You going to shave that dirt off your face?
I don't know.
It looks like a bullet pushing in the dirt.
I went to the. If you want to make me big, I went to the. To the barber, and I said, "Can you trim it?" And he cut like all of it off.
Yeah, he killed it for you, bro.
Killed it, man.
It does make you look older though, if that's what you're trying to do.
You keep saying that. I'm sorry that I'm late, guys. I apologize.
No worries, man. We're just chilling. We're having a good conversation. We're talking about original art collecting and how crazy it is, how much fun it is, how unreal expensive it is.
Yeah, that's probably the sad part. I remember first attending San Diego Comic-Con in the early 90s, and there's Jack Kirby and Roz. But I must admit to you that just being in his presence and his gravity, I just couldn't even gather up my wits to just go over and say, I cannot begin to describe to you how much your work means to me. I just couldn't hang. And yet there are all these pages, probably God knows what, right? Splashes of Commandy, OMAC, who knows? Just could not. But I like to respond to this question, original art and what you get out of it. Like Kirby, for example, for me, I finally realized that human beings made comics. Like I looked through the pages and I saw the words and the pictures, but I really recognized it with Jack Kirby's work. It was so singular and so unique. And for me, where I was learning about Kirby was in about 1974, and he had just come off the cusp of the Fourth World stuff, but I was getting it at my local flea market with the covers taken off. And I still have most of the collection of the Kirby Fourth World, all with covers off. I have it with covers on. I have it graded. I have 9/8, la, la, la. But those coverless ones are the ones with the covers ripped. And still to this day, there's some sort of magical alchemy that's ultimately almost inexplicable about the work of Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
Because like Jimmy said, what was Jack Kirby's reference to what he was drawing? Now, as creators, we could go back and say, hey, let's do a Kirby riff, and we're going to do a riff on Ego the Planet, whatever. But what were those guys riffing on? What was Jack Kirby riffing on? I have no clue. But
where did he pull that negative zone out of? Like, where the hell?
Negative zone.
What kind of drugs were him and Roz like?
Just drugs, baby.
Right. All the collages. Dude, he did it all without drugs. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I mean, man,
he read Chariots of the Gods, and out of that, he got all this, the Eternals, and all this great stuff. So
awesome.
I could say that about all the different artists, like Steranko, obviously, and he came out of Kirby. Barry Windsor Smith also kind of came out of a Kirby riff. But yeah, there's some inexplicable enjoyment that reaffirms our youth, our nostalgia, our present by looking at this work. Yeah. Somehow, for some reason, it connected in such a powerful way that it's hard to get away from.
Yeah. Right. Well, speaking of that,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Speaking of that,
no, that's not even a cover.
Right.
Okay, but that's ridiculous, right? Mm-hmm. Because you first off, nobody we know bought that, right? Some guy had a lot of Bitcoin and said, you know what the hell, I'm going to pay $3.36 million for that. But the reality of that is, it's a cool page, right? But it doesn't make the money doesn't make any sense, and it's almost like I don't like this kind of stuff in a weird way because it scares away other people from collecting art. They think
right. Well, even the rank and file 70s Marvel covers with trade jets that we all love and adore, they're all like 20 to 40,000 now. It could be a Ron Wilson cover, it could be a Keith Pollard cover. It's hard to touch now.
Without this price on it, I would take a Jack Davis Tales from the Crypt cover over this any day of the week.
Oh yeah,
right. But I can buy 500 of them with this amount of money.
Yeah. Well, what blew me away is that those original concept art that of Ramita doing Wolverine sold for like 240,000. I would like, in my opinion, those should be flipped.
Yeah,
I agree. I think so. What happens is with comic art, and just so we don't scare anybody out there, I mean, I even sell it on paper films. We sell pages for $100, $200. And I'm not saying they're as nice as that, but they're pretty good. And I just don't want. I hate scaring people because they see that and they think, well, unapproachable. I can't collect comic art. And I hate that because it's not true. I think if there's some guy crazy enough to spend his money on it, that's his business. Yeah. But I guarantee you, a person that spends $3 million on a Spider-Man page obviously has another $800 million sitting somewhere. Yeah. It's not. it definitely isn't a guy that bought it and ran to the bank the next day and said, "Hey, you want to buy my house back?" You know, it's not that guy buying that.
Yeah.
So I think it's a corporation. What's that, Blackstone or something like that?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They probably bought
Yeah,
it.
some
you know?
some
Well,
crazy.
that's what you say when you bring up about, you wish Elon would put, or someone like Elon would put a comic museum on every corner. At the same time, I'm glad that there aren't too many people, it doesn't seem like, that are like whoever that person was, or we don't have like this chic with gold Lamborghinis. It's just decides his favorite thing in the world would be to buy up all the Tech 27s and Action number ones and all that. So we don't have we have, of course, outstanding private collections, but we don't have the FU money like they have, where there are no limits. They don't leave it for the rest of us to even pretend that we have a chance.
Well,
I'm just glad that hasn't caught on with them, and they leave it down to guys more like
But I
us.
even look at, there's a guy you posted figure drawing. He's talked about $20K for a one figure of Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Like I would never in a million years spend that money on a Jim Lee drawing. Not in a million years.
Well, let me ask you something about that. I agree with that, but say Bryan.
Yeah.
Say you wanted a Jim Lee Lady Death cover. I think 20 grand is worth having a Jim. I think 20 Scott Campbell. If that's his fee, 20 grand, I think you could sell $20,000 worth of that.
But it's not their fee. It's not their fee.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, as a publisher, I'm just paying a rate for the right to reproduce a thing. It's not going to be anywhere near there. But one day I will tell you this: a super Coffin Comics fan, Lady Death Hell Witch fan, guy named Sean Wolf, commissioned Jim Lee to do Lady Death and to do Hell Witch, and they connect, and they're phenomenal. And the day that Jim retires or moves on from DC, I'm going to get back in touch and say, Jim, can we finally bring this to the people? So one day it could happen, and stranger things have happened. McFarlane,
Well,
yeah. I personally, like I said, I personally think that Jim does so much stuff. There's so much Jim Lee artwork that doesn't have that. It doesn't hold that value for me. Like, I'm an art collector and I'm also an investor. I wouldn't invest in it's just not somebody I would invest in. Because he's still working and still pumping it out. I'd rather have a Bernie Wrightson. I'd rather have a Jack Davis. I'd rather have a Harvey Kurtzman. I'd rather have,
I realize too that people feel a personal connection to commissions, but I just put a 10x value on published work.
I agree.
Like
100%.
Published work has more importance in my view than a commission. And a commission's got its own place for sure, but it's like published work is the jam.
So, for Billy and Jimmy, did you guys keep your original art, or did you sell it early on?
Well, I so I still have a lot of my stuff. I mean, it's, so I don't know if you guys can understand this. I don't like to look at the stuff I worked on. I like everybody else's art. So I still have some stuff I yanked, although Joe and I got rid of all the Daredevil pages, most of them.
Wow.
We gave away the covers as gifts to a lot of people. So I don't have a ton of my own stuff. I have some stuff here and there. But I collected other people's art, and I collected since the 70s when I was a kid.
That's amazing.
I was buying original art. So I still have stuff I have when I bought was as a kid for $5 and $10 a page back then. But I to look at my own stuff, it doesn't hold the same charm for me. I wind up giving a lot of it away, and if people say, "Hey, I really love that book," and it's a friend of mine, I'm like, "Yeah, well, there's a pile over there. Go pick one out."
That's cool.
What am I gonna do with it?
That's cool.
I do sell this stuff on the paper film site, and I sell it for pretty cheap because I want people to get into collecting. Even at the shows. When I do the shows, I bring a $70 box of comic art, and it's not the greatest pages. It's a variety. It's different artists, everyone from Paul Galassi to Chadwick to all these different guys. But people flip through it, and they're always buying pages, and I figured that's going to get somebody started. $70 is an approachable thing. It's like a really good steak dinner. Or a comic page, depends what you want. But I've definitely gotten a lot of people started with that, or like non-Punisher pages, like a Steve Dillon page but doesn't have the Punisher on it, or stuff like that. Like, because we're comic fans, we don't need to have the superhero on every page. Sometimes Matt Murdock talking to Karen in a coffee shop is just as cool as a page where he's maybe in a panel or two, you know. So we have different priorities. Comic lovers do. If you're just a comic art dealer, then you don't. Then you're looking for the big money shots. But the fans have these, you know, they come to me, hey, do you have that page where this guy was, you know, told that guy that happened? And I'm like, that's a comic fan because he's looking for a specific scene, you know. And that's a cheap page. Yeah, I can give you that for $100. What the hell, you know? So there's a lot of nuances to it. Billy, you still have all your she art or no?
Yeah, a lot of it, most of it.
That's cool.
And just talking about art, I just finished a cover, like the last cover I had to do for anybody, and now I could focus on my she stuff. That's why I was scatterbrained, because I was trying to get everything done for the past month and a half.
Well, that's why.
I have all of like she number one. I have all of I have all of she number one, probably all of she number two, most of she number three.
Awesome.
And I have a lot of it. I don't sell. I bring it to shows, really, you know, like some pages, but mostly like the Way of the Warrior, the first storyline. I think I have almost all of that art, all of that. I didn't want to sell it, and then but like my Marvel, like my Sergeant Rock stuff, I saved a bunch of that because I really like that too. And your book, Jimmy, that we did, the Harley Quinn book, I have some of those pages I saved, the ones I really liked. Plus, it's kind of hard selling pages with Nazis on it. Nobody wants to buy the Nazi pages.
Oh, well, if they're getting their asses kicked.
So, unless when she's, you know, beating the shit out of Hitler, I think that
should be a hot ticket item, man.
Yeah, but if it's just Nazis on a page, like Jimmy wrote of the 32-page book, 27 pages of just Nazis all by themselves.
I did. You know what it was, Billy? That story was Where Eagles Dare with Harley Quinn in it.
Yeah.
So if you watch the movie Where Eagles Dare, it's pretty much that with Harley Quinn.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was written specifically for Billy. So
yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was perfect. It was fun. It was like one of the most fun I've ever had on a drawing a book.
Speaking
really
of working together, I mean, you guys got this going on right now, which is pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah, that's my bell, man.
Oh yeah.
And this is very interesting because I know it's kind of got you guys doing some different things, you know, a little bit. I know a space kind of opera type story is kind of different for some of you guys, and
I love that space opera.
Yeah, right. I mean,
intergalactic sci-fi adventure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
we wanted to like we wanted to get it together and finally do something together, and we all agreed doing something a little sci-fi with sexy ladies was like probably the smartest thing for us to do, since we've all written female characters, and I had Amanda too with me on this one, and it just the Deadly Trio just came out of that, and I think it's fun for people when they're going to read it, because it definitely could see the three different brains going on in this story pretty clearly in the book. And it's an experiment. Like for us, it's a brain, it's easier to do Kickstarters with the characters people know, but every character has to start somewhere. So I say with this Kickstarter, it's actually not only the #1 issue, but it's the first appearance of all these characters that you'll be seeing a lot of from now on. So
That's right.
I'm hoping people at least get into the Kickstarter and check it out, because I think on a lot of levels, these books are going to be hard to get after this Kickstarter. I will say that right away.
How did this
especially
start?
Some of the versions of it,
How did this start? Like, what were the rumblings of this? Did you guys get together at some con, or, we're just shooting the shit with each other? Like, how did this start?
Bryan, you want to take that one?
What Jimmy and Amanda came up with the most seductive world for us to jump into. Like we were talking about knocking around for years about doing something together. I think Jimmy and Amanda really took the initiative. And I don't know how much Jimmy knew that I do love intergalactic space adventures. I am not a Star Wars guy. But I certainly am a Jim Starlin, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Warlock guy. And I soon as I saw this world that these guys had created, and in particular, they had this cliffhanger built into the story, I could instantaneously see how I could contribute. Like, that's really how it went. These guys, they seduced us into it. It had this phenomenal world building already done. And it was just, at that point, it was so easy to say, wow, okay, I already could see this is my character. Here's her relationships. Here's the relationships to Jimmy and Amanda's characters. Here's the relationship to the villain. It just happened instantly for me. So that was my experience of it. Those guys started it off, and then it was really easy to jump in.
You know, it's funny you said that, because I pictured Rondo as our Pip the Troll in a way, even though we haven't seen Rondo step out of his position yet.
Yeah.
But definitely the first scene where he gets a little huggy.
Yeah.
You can kind of see a little Pip in there.
Yes.
But it's true, because we grew up with those Captain Marvel and those Warlock issues that were so like. I just remember I had 3 copies of each of those books back then. You know, I had one that I would just rip the pages out and look at stuff, and I had one I kept in mint, and then I had my working copy. But science fiction, you know, when you do science fiction, you don't have any limitations. And I thought for all of us to work together, the idea of not having a limitation on a character was something kind of fun that we can dig in with. So,
yeah.
Right,
And then
Billy?
how about for you, Billy?
Yeah, it was. So I've wanted to. Well, we all have worked together in some form. The 3 of us, the 4 of us together, for the past 30 years. And you know, again, like what Bryan said, Jimmy was the catalyst and Amanda, and I think it was in San Diego at one of our dinners, and we're like, hell yeah. And Jimmy basically wrote the whole building block, created the building blocks for it. And then he's like, all right, go with it. What's your character?
Yeah.
You know, and I struggled, man. I struggled between 2 characters for a long time. And I went with my Rianne, who is my character. She's literally like a human mood ring, or a humanoid mood ring, that she wears her heart on her sleeves, and her skin color changes compared to her emotions and her, you know, and she's also very contagious. So if you see that picture there, she's blue, which is like her calming type of thing, and she can, like, so her emotions and her feelings, and she projects it. And when she's angry, then that's an opposite way. And you know, she's a pilot from this world that, well, I don't want to give away too much, but it was a lot of fun, because I'd never even thought of something like this. I'd had this character for like 20 years, just an idea of it. So like, I'm never going to be able to do a space story, you know, a space epic. And now now she's part of a trio of the 3 hottest freaking humanoids in the galaxy, man. You know, and it's a kick-ass book, and it's a privilege and an honor, and you're going to love this book.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that it's a testament to Bryan, it's all done. This book is done. From the credits page, the inside, like everything, all the files are ready. And as Bryan says, we just need you guys to help us to print it, and then to get on to the next one, and to move on to the next book.
Yeah, the good news is we got 2 weeks on the campaign. We already hit how many? 4 stretch goals already, or 5?
Yeah, maybe more. Yeah, I think
maybe more.
Yeah.
So anybody, even if you're backing the most basic book, and by the way, if you're in the USA, the shipping is free on it.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
right. So if you back the book, you're getting all the chase, all these stretch goal stuff as well. So, for the price, I think it's what is it, $25 for the basic book, or is it?
Well, the basic
20.
book is actually $20 and free shipping, all free free bonus items, and free digital.
Right. So you get, for $20, you get all that plus all the stretch goal cards, all the extras. It's really, our goal on this campaign was to get the most backers, to get people to back it. It's not a money driven campaign. This is a get the book in the most people's hands as we can. That's why the free shipping, that's why the low cover price, that's why the extras. As you can see, some of the stretch goals of the cards, we're almost on 55. Did we hit 55?
You hit 55. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're at like 64.
We're
Yeah.
We're at 65. So we got some
Very nice.
we got some goals to go. So this is one we're just trying. We have 1,300 backers. We'd love to double it in the next 2 weeks for sure. So we tried to put the best deal we could for the cheapest amount of money. Again, you get the digital, you get the book, you get the chasings. we just want to get it out there to people's hands. And it's really tough because a lot of people, they don't back campaigns, or they think they're never going to get the book, or they had some bad experience. You guys hear this all the time, right? Oh, I backed the Kickstarter, I never got it. Let me tell you, the 3 people that put this together, and especially Bryan handling this, no one's ever not gotten their stuff from us.
Yeah, we've done, between us, we've probably done about 75 campaigns.
Yeah.
We've done about 45. We always ship within 12 weeks or less. And this campaign will be no different, actually. We will, as soon as the survey period is closed, that'll be our trigger, and we'll go to print. So that's
this is our reputation's on this one, and we're really proud of the book. So we want to try to get it out there.
Yeah, it's a fun book.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous too. I mean, interior art. Dude. Jesus.
Right.
It is.
I noticed that,
one of the most beautiful books I've ever worked on. And another thing, it's also one of the most affordable books I've ever worked on. Again, you can buy these books for $20 each. And as Jimmy said, Bryan's offering all free domestic shipping. And shipping has gone up insane. Like first class media mail, I think, is like $8 now or something like that. It's nuts. And that we're giving this, as a I guess is really as a thank you too, to all of you backers who have literally changed our lives. And we're going to give you something that we're all extremely proud of. Right. And it's one kick ass. Can I curse?
Of course you can.
Oh yeah.
Badass kick ass book, man.
Read them here.
We got some killer covers on it. If you scroll down, there's some pretty amazing covers on it as well. We got some guest stars and
we have Billy, we have Amanda, we have Chad Harden, we have Joseph Linsner, we have Dan Lawless, Diego Bernard, Joel Gomez. Beautiful covers.
Yeah, look at that hit list there.
Yeah, it's unreal. Great. Yeah, the Linsner cover is amazing. The wraparound cover is fucking
Ben Caldwell.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I have him here too, I'm so messed up. Finally, I'm done, but I had everything set up over there where I draw, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's 9:00, but I have all the mock-ups.
Yeah, this is a Chad Harden one. It did a beautiful job. Nice. We worked with Chad on Harley Quinn, and look at that. That's just stunning.
Billy, throw up yours.
Billy's cover. Billy's cover is awesome.
There's mine. Here's Amanda's cover.
Yep.
Here's
that Caldwell's a wraparound. You can't see it, but
the Caldwell is gorgeous.
And Lawless, look at this, man.
That Lawless is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Dan is great. The Ben Caldwell, he's working on a big project for DC, but we were able to kind of squeeze a cover out of him, so we're really happy about. There it is. There's the wraparound cover. Look at that thing.
And who? That's my character, Rianne. And who is she fighting, Bryan?
She's fighting my character, Garga, who is in her gargoyle form. Because you know how it goes. You get a couple characters together, and they just cannot agree on anything. Before they can ever team up to go against the ultimate evil, there's going to be a misunderstanding or two, and some fists are going to fly.
I love this, man. This is cool. What was the writing process for this like? I mean, did you guys just kind of pop ideas off each other, through emails? Were you on the phone with each other?
We were all together, and we were talking about what we wanted to do, and deciding how we were going to do it, and it came down to the best bet was to have Amanda and I just to lay out the basic outline of the story, and then give page numbers, assign page numbers, and the introduction of each character to the other team members. So Billy came in after me and Amanda, and then Bryan came in after Billy. So we worked out a frame. We worked out sort of like how you would put down a foundation of a house. We worked down the foundation and the frame, and then we each picked a room in the house to decorate. Yeah. And then when we were done, we made sure the flow of the story, we went in and edited it a couple of times to make sure it flowed smoothly, ended on a good cliffhanger, which, is just a great cliffhanger. And again, looked at it a couple of times saying, okay, nobody's ever met these characters. So do we have enough information on them with somebody? This is the first time they're ever going to meet them. Make sure we have enough background information. Make sure we lay out the story clear. What's at stake? What do these characters want? What do they fear? we kind of hit all the points in that, and then we put the book together. And after editing it maybe like 4 times, we finally came to the final version that we're all happy with, and that's what that's what the people that back it are going to see.
Yeah, and we're exploring 4 major characters, and 5 really, if you really think about it.
The villain and
Rondo and Calissa.
Yeah, and we're visiting 4 different worlds too.
Yeah,
So
it's
showcase the world, the very like my character's world, my character's planet. We give the introduction to that. You see it, and you see what happens to what on my character's planet before she ends up going off with the other deadly duo, if you will, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there. Christmas time, people, holidays, you're buying other people gifts. Buy yourself a gift. Get this book. Buy it for yourself, because nobody else is gonna buy it for you. And by the time you get it in your hands in January, it's gonna be freezing in your house. You're gonna want to cozy up with these lovely ladies.
That's right.
You want to take so I say get in there and pre-plan your time off. But I like I said, I think we're so confident this book is going to deliver. We made it so it was cheap for everybody.
Yeah,
we really want people to get this in their hands.
Yeah. Is their buddy a monkey? Is that?
He is a rocket monkey. His name is his name's Rondo, but it's Becky Rocket Monkey. I don't know. Amanda had this cat that had 9 names, and it's an adorable cat, and we modeled it after it. He's like a cat monkey.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, and I'm obviously on my screen.
Bro, that's badass, dude.
He's only that big.
Are you kidding me? Hey, Brian, click on that cat monkey again, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Red Hood Joe.
Hey, Red Hood Joe, what's happening, man?
Monkey.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
There he is. That's Rondo.
Holy shit, dude. That little guy's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Is it a guy? Is it a girl?
He's got it tough because he's in a spaceship with these 3 ladies all the time, and they're all trying to pet him all the time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, heavy petting.
You guys should know this guy's favorite character is Rocket Raccoon as well. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
there you go.
part of the spaz out there.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna like this then.
That is so cool. Okay.
So, listen, I always talk about like prices for comics, especially crowdfunding books has become such a big part of our industry and the hobby, and an amazing part of the hobby. And I think that this price point is about as perfect as you can get for this type of product. I was just telling Bryan when we first started, I got my McFarlane books the other day, and I've talked about this already on the channel, but I don't think there's anybody that ships better in comics than Coffin Comics.
Thanks, man.
I mean,
True.
Yep.
Never had an issue there. I feel like they're just, it's a perfect way to ship comics, and it's the same every time. So
Thanks, dude. Well, we're obsessed. I mean, we have a white glove fulfillment facility. As I was mentioning to you, that place is spotless. It's actually quite literally, it's swept. It's kept in perfect condition every day. Every tabletop is sterilized every day. I am not exaggerating. It's real. You could come in, you could enter our shipping facility at any time, and everything is set. There's nothing out of order. At the end of every workday, everything is reset. 20 minutes is spent cleaning every day.
I don't think you guys know, but Bryan actually wears underwear once and then throws it out. And just throws it out. He actually gives it to the people that work for him when he's done. He's like,
That's right.
You don't want to waste it. You just like hands it
That's
right
it.
over.
One and done. That's it. Tommy John's. Once and done.
look at that hood,
Mama.
right?
It is so good, man.
Dude, it
Gorgeous.
is so good. It really is.
Yeah, that's Ariana Milo, man. That's her artwork with Giuliano Paratelli. Right? Am I getting that right?
Paratelli.
Yeah, Giuliano Paratelli coloring. He really brought. I mean, it basically looks like a European graphic novel.
Yes.
It's
man.
that much detail.
Yeah, that could have been a cover.
Marshall Dillon did the lettering.
Marshall Dillon is a veteran letterer. Marshall Dillon. He's lettered everything we've ever done all our logos, and he rocked it out. Definitely an equal contributor. I like that working with Marshall Dillon or working with a great quality letterer like Marshall Dillon, there's a degree of authorship because I give him all the autonomy in the world to come up with all the effects. And if he needs to make some adjustments on the story a little bit, he just has a great feel for sound effects and placement, all that kind of stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
He's the best.
Well,
He
and,
really
and
is.
we saw all these amazing names here too, but I've really the interiors on this are fantastic. So
Thanks.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on her and looking at some of her other work.
Well, she just came off of Power Woman series from
Power
DC.
Girl, yeah, Power
Oh,
Girl.
wow.
Power Person.
Yeah, Power Person.
Wow. Yeah, great stuff. Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
DC calling you up right now. It's Power Girl.
Yeah, it's like, yes, DC, I understand.
Well, so you guys, there's a link in the description for everybody that's watching this on the replay. I've pinned it to the live chat. I know I would love to see out of all the people that are listening live, how many people have backed it. We've had quite a few people reach out to us and tell us that they've backed it. And, you know,
Yeah, man,
guys,
thank you.
Hey, we'll definitely cordially invite everyone who's listening tonight. Please back this campaign. Buy an extra copy as a gift. We appreciate it.
Yeah. And you see us at a con. You come tell us you backed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk.
We will spend extra time with the people. We love our people, man. We will
Without a
spend
doubt.
extra time, and Bryan will give you a pair of his old underwear.
No, I will.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
Just for fun. Here's another little one.
Oh, that's a nice
What's
one.
that?
Classic Tales, Strange Tales 114.
That's
So I call this, technically, this is the first appearance of Captain America. What it is actually is a character named the Acrobat dressed up as Cap.
Oh.
And they were Marvel was trying to figure out, should we bring back Captain America? So this is pre-Avengers 4.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Oh, I love this.
I got a
That
good one.
literally never occurred to me.
I got a good one, Bryan. This is a little
Let's see
older,
it.
though. A little older. This is
Wow.
Sensation Comics number 5. This is from 1942.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
I love it.
This is right before my dad was drafted.
Amazing.
Right, Billy? A
Yep.
couple years before.
Yeah. No, probably right then.
Right
And
then,
Jimmy's
yeah.
dad, what people don't know, Jimmy's dad, because I love this stuff, fueled the Enola Gay.
Oh, wow.
On its
Get the hell
way
out of
to-
here.
Wow.
When it had to
That's
refuel in
intense.
Hawaii, he signed the orders because he was a sergeant.
Wow.
I just heard a story from my older brother about my dad. He said that my dad had just like the next president, had a shot that went right next to his ear,
Oh, shit.
but it affected his hearing. That's why my dad always one ear. He didn't have a great hearing in one ear. I never knew that. My brother said, "Oh, because he was shot right there, and his hearing was messed up because of it. The whiz of whatever went by him messed his hearing up."
The crack, it probably cracked, right?
Or something, something. He said that's why I never knew that. I just thought he was
Did your
ignoring
dad
me the
like
whole time.
Jeeps, Jimmy? Did your dad like Jeeps or anything like that ever?
Yeah, we it's a long story short, but my dad stole a Jeep and we had it in our garage when we grew up as kids. We used to play on the Jeep in the garage. He never took it out of the garage because he went to see my mom on Mother's Day. And he took a Jeep and he wasn't supposed to do it. And then the MPs came that day to take him back. And my grandmother made them dinner. And then they all got into their Jeep and went back. And they just forgot.
About
Food does it.
I want to ask you each a little bit about some of the other stuff you got going on. Quickly, Bryan, I saw there's updates coming out on the game, Lady Death game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I think in the next day or two, the game folks, Art of Play, are releasing the teaser trailer for the work done to date, and it's looking good. So this Lady Death Demonicron is a side scroller. It's hand animated.
Yes.
I definitely have the benefit of getting to see all the stuff and seeing Lady Death kicking ass. The other thing that I have going on is we announced last week, actually, Coffin Comics has launched its own crowdfunding platform called Coffin Launch, something we've been working on for over 1 year, and we are launching our next campaign, Lady Death Savage Reign, on Coffin Launch.
Ooh, that's cool, man.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So no paying the middleman.
Yeah, it's something that we spent a lot of time on. There's, we took a look at three main factors. One is customer service. Can we improve it? We thought we could. Can we present something that's much more easier to navigate? Yes. Could we cut out the middleman? That's something that we've been interested in for a while. Fingers crossed. We pray to the comic gods. But yeah, we're moving on to our own platform starting in 2025.
That's amazing, because some people don't like one platform, but they like another one. We run into that all the time. So how can you not like your platform? That's yours. We're gonna love it, I think.
Right on.
That's great.
That's what we got going on over here.
Jimmy, you're writing an amazing book, Gunslinger Spawn, which I'm really stoked about that.
Well,
and what a great character! Nice. What a great character to write. And what's it like working with Todd?
Todd's he's a pussycat. He's great. He'll call me. He called me after he read issue 1 and talked to me for like an hour and a half, telling me, "Oh, you got to do this, and in the future you got to do that." Todd. He's like, "And you got to do this, and this is great. I like that scene." And he edited it. He edited the first issue, and he called me and he told me, he goes, "It's like has a different beat than my books. It's like you got to read it, man. You got to go in there and look at what's going on." And he goes, "It's not all." He goes, he said, I hope you don't mind, but I took off some of the word balloon, the sound effects." He goes, "Because I thought the artwork," nice cover there, Red Hood. He said, I thought the artwork did the job. It didn't need the sound effects. Like he's so on the ball. And we get to talk, and he does have 1,000 ideas, which by the time I get off the phone, my head's spinning, and I wrote down like 85 things, and I'm like, that he said to do. But this is an ongoing monthly book, right? So number 1 comes out next week, and it's 37 pages. Only Todd could do this. 37 pages of story for $3.99.
Yeah, $3.99.
Only he could do that. DC and Marvel, they would have to make this $8, this book.
It's because he's got that monstrosity that is McFarlane Toys.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's so it's an ongoing monthly book. So he's like, he throws me 1,000 ideas, and I'm like, all right, let me grab some of them. But I will say, I'm working on issue 9. I'm finishing up 9 right now, and 1 is coming out.
Wow, cool.
So that's how far I put. I love that cover, by the way. Look,
that's great.
That Joe Lindsay cover there. So I'm really excited about this book. I think the first issue is going to be, I always say it's a little tough. I think the first one's a little tough. You're going to read it, and then by the end, you're going to go, it's going to be one of those books by the end, you go, oh no. Like, it's okay. And what I did for the real diehard Gunslinger fans, what I did is I dissected his story. Remember, he had the 2-parter where we see him become the gunslinger. This is a before, middle, and after of that story in one book. So if you're familiar with it, great. If you're not, you can read this book for the first time and you'll figure it out. But it's definitely got a lot of Todd had a lot of information for this character. So there's a lot to cover in this book, and it goes crazy. I mean, by the time we get to the 3rd and 4th issue, we have like fanged prostitutes attacking him, and it's just crazy stuff. There's a circus issue that's insane, and stuff like that. And it's fun, but it's definitely. Todd said to me, he goes, "When you do this book, I want it very grounded because it happens right after the Civil War." He says, "I want it grounded, so it shouldn't be as fantastic as the other Spawn books. It should feel like this guy." The gunslinger doesn't really know his powers yet, and he gets the shit kicked out of him so many times in this book because he's learning to be the gunslinger. And so it's an interesting book. I think we're gonna find our audience. I know the numbers on 1 were great, but I'm hoping we can build up. Like, people start to get into it as they read it. Anytime you have a new book, it's always like I'm a nervous wreck for it. To be honest, I'm a nervous wreck.
Well,
but,
we're
definitely
by
issue 4. I got my beat.
We're definitely gonna we're gonna follow it along here. We're gonna read it as it goes, and I'm looking forward to it, man. So,
thank you. Thanks, Brian.
Congratulations on that, Billy. I want to end with you for a couple reasons. Obviously, you've got a couple interesting things going on with She. You have the Gatecrasher thing going on right now, which is awesome. But you also have the Return of the Warrior stuff going on.
Oh yeah,
too.
man. A couple of things. Well, I finished a cover for Bryan for their
It's a beautiful one.
March Kickstarter, and oh my God, the coloring was phenomenal.
Boy, that's a good looking book, man. Thank you.
It looks so great. And I just finished a cover for Dan Mendoza. That's what I did today.
Nice.
So I have that coming out, and then She is back. We're back in comic shops. Jimmy, and especially Bryan. Thank you for helping us, guiding us, and we're in Diamond every month. We're in comic shops via Diamond Comics.
Yeah.
And the way that the Return of the Warrior number 2, I think number 2 came out. Return of the Warrior number 1 and
Today.
Return of the Warrior number 2 came out.
Yep.
There's Amanda's cover. There's George Perez's last cover.
Amanda's cover is so good.
Yep.
If you know, if fans out there have been following She and the storyline for a while now, and what's going on now is just, it's perfect, and this cover represents it very well. So
it's funny. It's basically, my character's 43 years old now, and she's a single mother raising her 15-year-old daughter, and she's a real pain in the ass, that little one. But she's it's a lot of fun. We're doing the dynamics of having a comic book character grow up. I mean, I've been with my wife a long time, and she's never looked more beautiful than she does now to me. So I'm like, why not?
She's still waiting for you to grow up, isn't she?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm growing here. See? And then also we have an Indiegogo that just ended. It's in demand now. It will be launching on Kickstarter on January 14th. It's She Gatecrasher, and thank you, featuring Bryan, Lady Death. Thank you so much, Bryan. Me and Bryan had a fun little swap going on, and you'll see She in Coffin Comics book in 2025. And again, it's just working with your friends, and thank you, Bryan, for allowing us the use of Lady Death, who plays a featured role in the story. And it's my character, Anna Ishikawa, gets trapped in comic book time, and she's got to battle her way through the various decades, genres, and trends.
That's dope.
To get home.
That's
cool.
And
it's all about creator rights and creator-owned books. It's all about it's all about breaking trends, not following them. And there's like all kinds of public domain characters. I don't know, Jimmy, if you remember, JC Vaughn's writing it to talk to you about allowing us one of your characters in it to have a cameo. Stan Sakai, we have Yosagi Ojimbo's in it, and a couple of others. And it's been a real joy. Again, another project like this, like the Deadly Trio. I'm having a blast with it.
Well,
it'll be, I think May is when we fulfill it. But again, everyone at Kickstarter, it was a 21-day campaign only on Indiegogo. And now we will go with our big campaign in Kickstarter next in January.
I also want you to kind of talk about something you were and you don't have to get too deep into it, but kind of go over a little bit, because it was such a good story that you told the other night on Kings about how you meeting Bryan kind of created this this butterfly effect.
Yeah. This is okay. So think about this, Jimmy. You're a part of this too. So I meet Bryan Pulido at 1993 San Diego Comic-Con. I'll be quick about it. I got literally rejected by every major publisher. I did get an offer from someone at DC Comics after he kind of insulted me a little bit. But if I could draw like Jim Lee, they had an annual. First of all, I can't draw like Jim Lee, and secondly, I don't want to draw like Jim Lee. So, okay, needless to say, I went down the small press because I want to go to everybody, to show them my book. And Bryan was the only one that literally treated me like a peer. You were so nice to me, Bryan, and we had a great conversation. You being from Jersey, me being from New York, Long Island. We both lived in the city.
Yeah.
A lot of shared experiences. We're laughing, and it came back that I was so inspired by Bryan because he was doing his own stuff, his own book. And I remember on the plane ride home, and I got home, and I told Debbie, now my wife, and I'm like, I said, I met this incredible guy, that he's just, his enthusiasm was contagious, so positive. He knew what he was talking about. He had this great idea for Evil Ernie. I don't even think I knew about Lady Death at this point. We were just talking about Evil Ernie, and that you were coming out with your new stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I get, I become, so in the 6 degrees of Bryan Pulido, how Bryan Pulido's changed the world. And I meet Bryan Pulido. Bryan makes me do my own book, right? Literally is the biggest inspiration for me to do my own book and strike out on my own. I do my own comic. I had no plan B, to at least to do this one book. Nothing's going to stop me from doing a full color comic book. I had no idea how comic books got made. I had no idea how comic books got in comic shops. I had no idea about color set, nothing. This was August of 1994, 93, August of 1993. Well, I'm a quick study, so come March of 1994, She-Way the Warrior #1 debuts in comic stands. It's a big hit. But before it was in my book, I published it. It was in a little book called The Razor Annual.
Yeah.
Right? The back of Razor, it was a story. It was the story for Razor Annual.
Yeah.
That book got so popular that Everett Hartsoe, the publisher of London Night Studios, reprinted the book. Right? In the back of that book was a small 6 page story by a young chap named David Mack, which was Kabuki. Kabuki becomes popular, right? I meet Jimmy. We're all friends. Jimmy meets David Mack. Jimmy and Joe hired David Mack to do Daredevil, right? They do a Daredevil book together. David says, I got to introduce you to my friend Brian Bendis, right? Joe gives Brian Bendis Ultimate Spider-Man, right? That explodes, takes off. Next thing you know, it's film, right? It's a huge running series. So think about it. If it wasn't for Bryan Pulido, there would be no Into the Spider-Verse movie that everyone loves. There would be no Miles Morales. Yeah. There wouldn't. Yeah. None of that shit would have friggin' happened. This friggin' stud right over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the butterfly effect of comics and Billy Tucci.
I can go on and on about all the things of the of the reach of Bryan Pulido.
Well,
I think it changed the world for comics, and you changed comics. He changed the comics industry.
Okay,
girls.
I just love that story because you could tell that these guys are your friends and how you talk about them. And I love hearing those stories about you guys meeting and how you guys kind of all, help each other and do work with each other. So I thought that was a great story, man. So thank you for retelling
We drag our wives, unless Jimmy, I don't know if your wife dragged you in, but we have a great panel every year at San Diego called Happy Hour with the Comic Book Couples. We get in trouble. Every time. We might be drinking, maybe not. I don't know. And then we all go out and have a great dinner afterwards. And it's an intimate dinner with us that we've all been friends forever. And Bryan, thank you for buying dinner last time. You and Fran bought us dinner.
A couple times ago. We touched it last time. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Thank you. We just had. It's really is a privilege to be friends with these guys.
Yeah,
and their family. And that's
just Billy. You just have to bring less people to dinner.
Yeah,
like
I've seen those pictures.
And then Joe just go. Then
Just go's great.
Just goes
awesome. There's like 12 of you at a long table. It looks like a mob meeting.
Yeah, his dog died. Yeah, I saw that. Sucks.
Oh man, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I know how that is, man.
Yeah,
I've been kind of getting that close to having to do that soon, and I've been that close in the last couple of weeks. So
I got my puppy right here. I think tomorrow is her 3rd birthday. Asha, where is she? Asha, come. Asha, come.
There we go. Cutie pie. Cutie pie. That's a big dog.
I thought it was going to be a little dog.
I know. I'm thinking it's gonna be a little
There's
dog.
a
It's a
horse
freaking.
coming out.
It's a
There you go.
warrior.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a massive
Hey, be
That's a
careful,
Belgian
man.
Malinois or whatever. German
Damn,
Shepherd.
dude, that's
Jesus.
a horse, bro.
Yeah. That's
I
the
just
type
want
of.
to play, man.
Yeah, I know.
Roll around.
Great dog, man.
Well,
Should
we're
be
gonna
3 tomorrow.
we're gonna say
Not
thank
tomorrow.
you.
Here comes Debbie. It's not tomorrow.
I think that was a CGI dog. I don't think that was real.
Hood, you got a question, brother?
16. I don't even know what today is. Oh, this week.
I got a question for Jimmy. Like, what's the word on the Pro? Like, it got optioned, right? Or,
It got optioned, then the option ran out. We've optioned that property 4 or 5 times already. We got it back, and we actually, last place we went was to Amazon to try to see if they'd be interested. We got a pass on one of the people there. But it's eternally going out, and then Amanda and I are actually working on a follow-up to the Pro. Like, that literally will be 20-something years later.
Uh-oh.
And it'll be story correct, meaning it'll be actually 20-something years later.
Wow.
It's not going to be, the next day or something like that.
That's great.
But it's we love that whore,
So do we.
She needs to come. She needs
Literally
to
is
come
a
back.
whore.
She needs to come back. That's all.
Yep.
Professional. Literally.
And we need to see it on the small screen too, or the big screen.
Man, I could go through all of my boxes. I'll pull out Palmiotti. I'll pull out Bryan's books. I'll pull out She books. I mean, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I told them that.
We love
Like
what we
all
do.
3 of these guys here. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
We're the deadly trio.
Correct.
That's what I
right.
named it. That's what I named it. So make sure you guys hit that link. And if you're in the live thing, it's pinned at the top. There's also a link in the description for everybody catching this on the rewind. We're going to let these guys go back to their better halves. Make sure you guys say hello to your better halves for us. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys are welcome back anytime. You guys know that.
Thank you guys.
So much.
This was a lot of fun.
You guys rock, man. Happy holidays, you crazy lunatics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody.
All right, much
Happy
love.
New
We'll talk to you
Year.
soon.
Bye-bye, guys. I'm not going anywhere.
Hang out.
We're kicking them all out. Ladies and gentlemen, that was unreal.
That was crazy, dude.
Yeah, good
Very
people all around. Go back all their stuff. Deadly Trio is
and in all seriousness, like it just witness that what just happened for an hour, right?
mhm.
Like it with the vibe like that. I mean, that's a good creative team. Like we already not just knowing like people were deep into comics and had a little bit of talent. Let's pretend they didn't have the names that they do because, well, we already know what they're capable of. So people like that, the 3 people with that much talent working together to put together something for everybody. It's a really cool thing to have.
I'm still looking for that Razor Annual. I've been looking for that book to find that book in the wild. Dude, I have never seen that book in the wild.
Dude,
never.
I'm looking for it because it's sitting right next to me. That's why I rolled over, and I swear to God, I'll be able to find it in like a minute if you give it to me.
I picked up.
It was in one of these boxes because I've been pulling stuff in and out for eBay Live, and it's not an eBay Live book. Let's put it that way. Like,
I'm gonna show you guys it.
It is. I'm sitting here. No, I want to show you mine. This is bullshit.
Here it is.
I know the interweb has it.
Is that it? Right?
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But whenever
I definitely have the one on the bottom.
Whenever I've got them, there hasn't been that many. But I.
Oh, wait a minute! I got both of those.
Right,
Mama.
here. Yeah. Anyway, number 1's the first appearance of She though.
Yep.
So.
Hey, McClay.
Big deal.
Here you go.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
$4, dude.
those Psycho button books are so badass. I love those,
Right?
man. Those are great. Show that again so people can see that.
I'm looking forward to this the Deadly Tales of Gunslinger.
So cool. Yep.
Yeah, that's good, man.
All right. So it's funny you say that, Sean. I don't know if you saw the video I put out, bro. I got this collection that I'm selling, and I was going through it and I hit a pocket of Spawn from like 200 to like it ends at the McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage.
Okay.
Oh wow.
They're fucking perfect,
Wait.
dude.
Oh, homage.
You know,
which one is it?
like 327 or something like that. You know, the really expensive one that we were talking about last week that you guys went around and picked up
Okay. Yeah.
at Baltimore.
Oh, got it. Sorry, I get a little confused.
So it's like all the rare
Yeah.
ones minus like the Gunslinger 170s one. And then I found the stuff from like 160 and back. I couldn't find anything in between, but there's still some good stuff there. So
Are they all direct, or do you have some newsstands?
I didn't check. I was just going through the boxes like this, you know. But I found, dude, so many DC Universe variants. I found the Superman wedding DC Universe variant. I found so many DC Universe variants. There's got to be 40 of them in there or more. And they're all perfect. All perfect. So, anyways, back to the show, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed the session tonight. We had an old school jam. And you
were trying to kick them off, right, Sean? He was like,
well, they only had
all right, well, get
I
out
didn't
of
want
here.
to keep them. I didn't want to keep them too long because they only had about an hour. Billy and Jimmy are on the East Coast, so it's late for them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, but dude, I'm gonna get them on as much as I can, man. Anytime I have a chance to get some of their time, I would love to bring them back. So,
Dude,
be expecting
that show, if
The energy's
like
real.
the pro, that would so work on Amazon. That's
Now?
kind of like the same kind of wheelhouse as The Boys, you know?
People are fresh out of morals these days. That shit will work just fine.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I sold. I had my whatnot sale the other night, and then Alex bought. He scored Wolverine. I think.
Nice.
Did you get Wolverine 1 through 10 also, Alex? He got Wolverine 1 through 10, and they're all like near mint. And that number 8 sells for $100 every day in like raw near mint condition. It doesn't even have to be 9.8 condition, just near mint condition. He got 1 through 10. He got Marvel Comics Presents 1 through 10. He got the whole, I think he got the whole Weapon X run for Marvel Comics Presents. Dude, he knocked out some fucking bangers. And that's what that collection that I don't know if I told you this, Sean. I don't think I've talked to you about this yet, have I?
No, I think I saw you post something about a collection and you're flipping through.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything.
It doesn't have a ton of, it's not a key collection. It's more of a run collection, but there's a lot of really good runs. Like the Punisher War Journal or War Machine runs in there, the all the Guardian stuff, all the Deadpool stuff, like from the 2000s and up, all the Amazing Spider-Man stuff, the Spider-Verse stuff. It's pretty. It's not too bad. It's a decent little thing if you kind of piece them out. And so I'm gonna put a bunch of the runs on eBay also. But
I don't know how I didn't realize Razor Annual 1 has a gold cover.
Yeah,
or the font's in gold. I know
Really?
somehow. Yeah, it's not like it's easier to come across in the first place. So there's that. Okay. Now I need one.
Yeah, I had picked up some razors back when I picked up the Linsner collection, and then like this stuff, like Lady Death swimsuit.
Yeah, the fake Hughes.
Yeah, Stephen Hughes.
The one that faked me out. I was like, what the hell? Weird signature. Because it does look like it could have been him in the 90s.
That's Palmiotti right there.
Nice.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Quesada. Painkiller Jane.
Quesada.
Yeah, Palmiotti was probably inking it, yeah.
Bad motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, they're listen. Somebody put it in the chat. It might have been Matt at Cover Price. When Jimmy was talking about Jack Kirby and Bryan was talking about Jack Kirby and how they looked at him and thought of Jim Starlin and everything, Matt put, and now we look at you that same way. And that's the truth, man. Like, these guys are the guys that when we were going to comic shops, they were the books that we were searching. They were the creators of the books we were searching at the time in the early 90s. And
yeah, think about that time, man. It's almost like a renaissance. You had Image Comics and what they did over there, and then you had this other circle of
Yeah.
of guys kind of doing what they're doing, and man, it's just like when is that hasn't happened since. I mean, it's like you had all this fresh blood, and we got some good guys. I mean, you know, we got some good artists now, but not like that.
No.
That was different, man. Just different.
Well,
There's,
we do have some really amazing artists that are came out this year, and listen, I can't believe, you know, we talk about, and I feel like we're talking about it every show, but we're going to talk about Mark Spears during the market report. But like that guy has put
Man,
in
we're gonna talk about him again, dude.
towards the, yeah, shut up. Hood's
it's getting difficult to do a market report without it. I don't
Yeah.
think it's
yeah, there's no
I
way
mean,
we can't.
it's not personal because he's a friend of the show. I suppose you'd call it, even though I don't think I've been on with him. But
Did you get your goodie box?
Yeah, I got to hit my PO box tomorrow. I ran out of time. I got out of work and went to my LCS and picked up a couple of things.
So new comics out today, right? They're supposed to be out today.
Yeah, Diamond is late again. My
Yeah.
buddy Shop, he's fucking furious, man.
Yeah, so not many people are getting their books, but
no bueno.
Lazarus says, I want a damn goodie box. I got something cool. I'm sending you know, I like to send like cool shit to each one of the guys that, you know, shit they're into. So I got stuff I'm sending out. I'll tell you guys about what I got for Clutch coming too. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
All right. So, what do you guys think about this? Look at this. This is Jay Gonzo Aliens cover, but it's like the poker cards. That's badass. I like that. I like his art
It's
style.
good. Yeah, he's doing well lately.
So,
And are you the one that posted with him having the sale?
yep. And that's exactly where I was going with this. So his laptop died on him, and he needed to get a new laptop quick because that's how he does. That's how he does all of, you know, that's how he you know, does a lot of his work. Not all of it. You'll see it in a second here. So, he put out a post. It's not there anymore, but he put out a post basically saying, hey, my laptop's went south. I need to get a new one quick. I have some original art for sale. And he had like 5 covers available. And one of them was this cover. I didn't see how much he wanted for it. And then like 3 of them, I think, were Turtles covers. And then the first one was the Calavera PI cover. Let me see here if this is it's not a full. And I'll show you the Calavera PI cover. And if
Hey, bro, he had that original art for that Ghost Rider.
yeah, bro, you're going to trip here in a second, Hood. Hold on.
I think it was only like $1,500.
He had this art too. I'll show you which one he had available, and it was only $1,500, Hood. So this is his process for that Calavera PI cover, which is one of the cover of the year candidates. And it's a that right there, the ink on Strathmore Bristol, 13 inches by 21 inches, or 18 by 24 is the Bristol board. This was available for sale for $1,500, you guys.
Yeah, should have bought it.
Yeah.
All of us should have bought it,
Yep.
actually, because I did see it and then stopped paying attention like an idiot.
Yep. Fuck. Unbelievable. And here's his process for you guys. So, a lot of artists getting asked about their processes, having to put up videos.
Oh, because of the AI influence.
Mhm. Mm-hmm. Damn. So snooze you lose.
Some Richie Valens inspiration.
Yeah. Yep. Look at this art right here. These leopards.
Leopard, illegal leopard.
Fucking beautiful. So, anyways, today he has that alien cover, which is pretty cool. There's a couple other things here. Hold on.
I'm like, what's the storyline with the aliens, dude? Like,
Oh, in New Jersey,
like,
isn't
they're
that
putting
crazy?
them with the Smurfs and the Turtles, and
I thought you were talking about the
Power
real ones.
Rangers And what the fuck, man?
I thought you were talking about the real ones, Hood. The ones in New Jersey. Look at
Oh
this.
my goodness.
Wow, that's stunning, dude.
Yeah.
Mama,
That's Jenny,
Jesus
right?
Christ, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this is cover of the year stuff, right? This has got to go
Bro,
on the
that's
list.
good, man.
I think this has got to be added, you guys. I think we got to add it.
Fucking roller girl, bro.
All right.
Hey, Brian, check this out. Remember I told you I picked them up a while back for like $1 each? Gold Digger 1 and
Old
Gold
school
Digger
Antarctic
2.
Press, bro. Old school Antarctic Press.
High grade, man. High grades.
Where is that location? There we go. Huh? Location none. What? No, I want it to be in a location. What's going on here? Okay, let's just go ahead and add it. Add comic. All right, there we go. I'll put it on there later. Yeah, I love those old school Antarctic Press books. So, bro, those are rare. So that was good. The J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah,
X23.
I ordered a bunch of those from Billy.
There you go.
I heard the print run's not great on
On the Campbell?
on some, yeah.
Like damage
Yes.
or low print
Yeah.
run.
Damage.
So
Oh, shit.
listen,
Damn.
dude, Diamond is getting crucified right now. Boom just dropped from them. They had this problem where the books aren't getting sent out, and they're going to miss like 2 weeks worth of new books because of the holidays.
It's insane.
The damaged books that they're sending out, like Billy fucking put out a video that was scathing about the damage on like 300 books he had sent from them. Jesus, dude. It doesn't look good for Diamond right now. Comic book wise. There's a Lobos X23 that's really good. The problem is, you guys, that it's with 616, who did that shit with the Mark Spears cover, and I haven't gotten mine, so they must have canceled my order too.
Oh,
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm not gonna buy any books personally from 616. I don't.
so they didn't get a trade of this?
At least until I hear like something from them on, that makes me want. They're, from what I knew of them, they were really good people. I think the dude is a former veteran, and he seemed like I just met him very quickly at Baltimore that year.
Right.
And I don't know much about him, but I'm not gonna spend money with them, even though the books are beautiful, because of that silliness. I mean, unless until I hear something from them to change my mind. There's a Momoko for the Tokyo Comic Con from Trinity. Did you see this? Limited to 777. It's not too bad.
That looks like it's going to be expensive, man.
Yeah.
That's
not too
That
bad.
is for Peach.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm digging that one.
Yeah, that's a hit for her.
Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be fun.
Yep. The Sabian Rich one's good too.
Yeah,
I love this whole cover right here. I love big fucking squatty fucking wide Hulk.
Hey, bro, I gotta get that pet pool, the Chrissy Zulo variant, dude. That one
Yes.
with the fucking pooch on there, dude.
Yeah.
That is fucking awesome, dude.
Cover of the year. Look at this.
Wow, that's sick, dude.
Lobos, man. Listen. So what I'm going to try and do, you guys, is within the next week, have the list of someplace that everybody can go vote for all the things, best artist of the year, best new series, cover of the year, best story, best publisher, that type of thing. And I'll put it up so everybody can vote on it. I'll give it to Nearing Nirvana. I'll give it to we'll put it on Stein. I'll try and give it to the Cover Price guys. I'll try to give it to anybody I can, Swag, whoever, and see if we can get people to vote on it. And then January we're going to do a year-end special type thing, and we'll talk about it. I don't know what you guys think, but I really want to try and get everybody together in one room, at least, all of us that, do shows on the channel, and get everybody together. We don't have to necessarily do it live, but I'd like to get everybody together in one room and kind of like talk about, the year and how great it's been, kind of thank everybody. But Jesse kind of said something cool, that it'd be cool to see a picture like of all of us on a StreamYard together, because there's got to be like 12 of us, 10 of us, that
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool. Anyways, this is the Momoko also hood. Did you see this? The Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah. I was gonna pick one up today, but they didn't get their books, man. So hopefully they get them tomorrow. Latest they said by Friday, but I'm gonna scoop up about 3 or 4 of these, man.
Yeah, they're badass.
That little fucking shark, dude, is flying on eBay, dude.
Yep, that video game, man.
But Jeff the Land Shark, because Longshort's a big fan of.
Oh, he was big before the video game. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but the
dude.
video game is giving him a little shot in the ass.
Yeah.
I love that cover. Jose Maria.
I saw the show last
Casanovas.
night. You guys did a real good job last night.
Right? That was a good
Swag.
show.
Yeah, it was.
Somebody just joined. Shout out to Mayday for joining the membership. Appreciate that. Much love. Mayday 1980.
Shout out George. That's my boy.
Hell yeah, George. Appreciate you.
Great, brother.
So look at this cover, though. This is Sergio Davila, and it's Christmas themed. That's sick. That's super cool. Storm covers are really good, always, as always.
Yeah.
Raphael Albuquerque, Steranko homage. They got the Frank Miller. You know what? I think it was Ross Ritchie that talked about this. Ross Ritchie had a really good post about Frank Miller and his art style that made me totally think different about it.
What do you say?
Let me go find it. So he said, he goes, get attention. It's the number one rule for comics publishing. No one will buy something they are unaware of. If everyone's freaking out about Frank Miller's style, publish more of it. It generates clicks, which sells books. Love it or hate it, doesn't matter. Get attention. This cover will generate a fresh round of, hey, did you see that Wolverine and Deadpool cover Frank did? Or I hated it or I loved it, which sell more books. you know, and we never think of it from that industry, standpoint. We think of it from
Well,
the
yeah, it's
collectors.
like social media. If it's bad or good, they're talking about you, and that's what you want. You want to be relevant. You want people talking about you.
Yeah. Yeah. Ross is one
I
of
guess.
Ross is a smart dude, man.
Did you see
He's-
Dinesh's post on the Frank Miller?
What did he say? The exact opposite?
No, oh fuck no, dude. Listen to what Ross Ritchie said. Of course, him and Dinesh on the same. He posted on Twitter. I don't know if he posted on here. It was a tweet. So so it was about Frank Miller comparing it. I think it was to Van Gogh.
Mm-hmm.
How like early work
Saying the same
compared to
shit.
late work, but they're still masterpieces. This is probably in the last week. So he tweets.
See,
like
again, the smart industry people, they think of it from a different aspect. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Right there. So
He goes, look what you all made me do. I don't care what anyone says. I love the new cover. And thank God someone in comics is stress testing the norms of representation in art. Yeah. They,
right. It's
again, there you
there
go.
you go. So some would agree and some don't. And it just depends. Like, but like, can you say, like, if you look at left or right on both of them, if you're used to one or the other and that's what made you love that art, the odds are you might not progress with that artist. So I feel what he's saying, and I definitely understand where he's coming from. I don't disagree with him. But I don't disagree with the people that don't like it at all. You know, I think that's fair.
Yep. Frank
Well,
Miller,
when
Daredevil
you think of-
158, and
no,
Deadpool.
I was
Wolverine.
going to say when you like, I grew up with Frank Miller, right? And you don't really expect him to go like that way. Typically, the art sharpens, and I don't care how old he is, like you don't see that progression. I mean, like that Wolverine, like, no, bro.
I agree. But art's subjective, and I get that. And listen, man, as a collector,
but like you
and
can
a
have someone draw closing their eyes. Hey, you don't
Yeah.
respect my art, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like kiss my ass, man.
Yeah. And also, and I got to tell you this also, I'm not a fan of Picasso, this style of Picasso either. I'm just not, but I love me some Keith Haring. So that's some weird shit. I love me some Ed McGuinness and Umberto Ramos. And, I love me there's some stuff, Joe Madureira. Like we all love the certain non-norm things, but there's other non-norm things that we just don't like. And this isn't it for me, but I understand it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
bro. Have you seen Frank Miller?
Yeah, he's
lately
getting old, man. He
like,
can barely walk.
Yeah, he's getting old. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to look while you're too, like, I'm surprised he can draw or like walk. I'm telling you, God, it's sad. I'm not gonna, talk shit bag on someone like someone's old age, but I mean, he's not.
We all get old, man. We all got to pay the piper.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's almost like you're not allowed to criticize anymore.
Yeah. Fuck no, I'm not with that.
It's all I can. I don't know. I love to know what he sees through his eyes. Dude, Nakayama's so good. He's almost too good every time.
I know, dude. This
I don't know how to describe it. Do you know what I mean?
This Gambit's great.
He pumps them out like Lobos, dude. Like,
yeah.
And it's just Lobos. You can see he's getting better and better and better. You look at early David Nakayama stuff, and then compared to now, you see how much he's gotten better. That's what I like. I like going back to when they started and seeing a lot of the early stuff and how they progressed and sharpened and just you can imagine where Lobos is going to be in 10 years. Like we talked about it before, like he's going to be that guy you're talking about
Yep.
in 20 years. Like Lobo, you see the Lobos and people scooping up the first stuff that he did. And
I love this Frizen. Here's two Frizens out this today that are fire.
bro, that Dazzler is good.
Not
And
the
it's a
ratio,
little
right?
different than what she does.
The Dazzler it's softer.
Yeah.
And this is more like darker or harder, you know? It's fucking, they're both good though. Oh my
And you
God.
can see her kind of like changing a little.
Yep.
Because all her, like, if you look at Frizen cover, it looks like what's her name from Top Gun, Penny Benjamin. But what's her name from what's the chick's name? Long black hair.
Oh, Jenny, the chick from Labyrinth.
Yeah, what's her name? Oh my goodness.
Chat will get
Bro,
it for us, dude.
Somebody in the chat, help.
Yeah, yeah.
What's her name?
Jenny, no, she's married to Jarvis. She's married to Paul Bettany. Jennifer Connelly. Thank you, Jamie.
Connelly.
Yeah.
She draws like all the Wonder Woman's look like all Jennifer Connelly's, man.
Yep. But I'm okay with that.
But the dildos. Requiem for a Dream.
Dude, look at this cover though. This cover is crazy. Have you ever heard of this artist? I've never heard of this.
Had a bad day.
Marcus Toe. That's a dope cover right there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What book is that?
This is the new X Factor number 5, 1 in 50.
I thought that was what's his name? That superhero, the one with the X on his hat. What's his name?
I think is that a
Bro.
new character? Yeah, I think that's a new character, right?
I'm suffering from Alzheimer's, bro.
Yeah, we all are. We all are, bro. All right, there's more. We've got.
Hey, I gotta pick up that Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
What's going on here? No,
Don't have store, buddy. I wish I could go. I'd go every Wednesday if I could, man. I'd be so happy to get out of here.
Oh, you don't have a store by you, Sean?
Wow. It's like a 40-minute drive.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't go at all.
I like this.
It's not because I don't. It's not because I don't purchase weekly comics. It's not because I don't buy comics. I have to. I used to be when I just don't live in LA anymore. I used to have an hour-long lunch break, dude. I timed it right. I could hit 3 fucking stores, clear out some ratios, pick up a pull, call it a fucking day. Try to sneak out, and hit a drive-through.
Yeah, there you go. Static. I thought it was Static in
Ooh. I like that cover. This one? It's kind of cool.
Anybody reading Space Ghost, bro?
No, but man, those Matina covers are still good. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, yeah. And there's some Delatos too. They're good.
Uh-huh. Look at that Matina, dude. That Matina right here, this metal. It's just can't trust it though. Damn, that's
Remember
good.
when Matina was the
On
shit?
top. He was on top. That Gamora variant, the Hulk 340 homage.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. The Thrawn. Yes, sir. I definitely remember. I love how he's reprinting all the first Alex Ross covers. I wonder if did they already reprint the one where he had the hidden message in it? Lyrics Lee art is she's another artist that is totally just becoming.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
She's changing her style a little bit, and it's so much better. She was good to begin with, but
that's good. I mean, that's fine, but I do like her work.
Yeah.
What's the is it Ken Heiser to the left of her?
Nakayama, Ken,
No.
Hazer, Ken Hazer.
Is that the one that does all the
sketch
dynamic
covers,
artwork, right?
Yeah, he does all the sketch covers too, right?
Yeah, dynamic, I think, right? Am I
Yep.
tripping?
Yep.
Yeah.
He does those sketch covers that we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Look at this Action Comics cover. Super iconic Superman shot right there.
First off, there's never been a picture of the whole Earth until this comic. This just proved flat Earth is wrong.
Yeah.
What if the Earth is flat but it's round? It's a circle. No, seriously, man. For sure, this is the kind of. So this isn't even a ratio. This is just a regular ass cover A, right? Or B or whatever.
Yep, 1079. Jason Sean Alexander.
Yeah, and those are like probably easy fixes if there's anything wrong. Just it's probably smart to just buy like 10 of those and just 9.8 them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Turn them into 80 bucker fuckers.
Yeah, dude. And then, well, yeah, and in the future, I don't know. There's a lot of good iconic Superman stuff.
You
like
just wait when that movie comes out, dude.
If I showed that Superman to friends of mine, that's when I'd put him like my house. It's so damn good.
Yeah.
And people would be like, "Oh my god, that's a badass Superman. What's that worth?" I'll be like, like $65.
Yeah. You can give it to people.
9.8.
Yeah, here you go. You like it? You want one?
Those are what I call evergreen covers. Like,
yes,
it's a cover A. It's done so well that you slab it and people don't mind paying like $80 to $100 for it. I mean, it's one of those covers that like it just sells all the time.
Look at this Otto Schmidt.
Oh, that's good. I've had people asking for DC vs. Vampires, and I haven't been buying weekly books, so unfortunately haven't been getting them.
That's so good.
That's cool.
Yeah. We got to get that Lunar account, bro. Here's DC vs. Vampires, another great cover. That's damn good right there. Good stuff. Ezra Curry, another one of the Art Germ proteges. That's a good cover too, right there. Omari. Green Lantern facsimile. All right, there is 2 Green Lantern covers that are fire this week. Well, 3 actually. This cover right here is awesome. Color, the art, everything about this pops. Green Lantern 18 and the Mark Spears wraparound.
Oh yeah, that thing's insane, dude.
Yeah, or I
saw somebody on the Discord put that together today and was like, "Yes, please."
The connecting. Look at that. Jesus.
Yeah, that's badass.
They just didn't fuck around, huh? They just went, you know what? You just buy them both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this one. This is the 1 in 25 for a super one. You're gonna like this one, Hood. Did you see this?
Oh, the Lobo? Oh, that's good, dude. Damn it. This is why I miss weekly stores.
Yeah.
I just walk in when I miss something, walk in.
No, this is Mark Spears. Put
some flats on her, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that little slippers on Supergirl there, bro. Golden slippers.
Look at how he signed the money on. That's his signature is on the money right there.
Oh, that's dope.
Right?
That's good, man.
Yeah. All right. This cover, Pie Par, Creepshow Holiday Special. Oh man.
Who did that?
Pie Par. PYEPARR.
So someone's paying the piper.
Oh my.
And is that a pipe?
It looks like a carrot with a bunch of nails in it, bro. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It looks like a sausage, bro.
Or a sausage with a bunch of nails in it. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. It is creepy. Look how creepy that fucker is. The color. Oh man, that's good.
Look like crackheads, bro.
That's some good shit right there. But yeah, there's a razor blade in it.
You got any spare change?
Look at this Steve Beach 1 in 10. This one's awesome too. We saw this one like when it came out in solicitation. It's got the abominable snowman on the top, and he's
Oh
got
yeah,
candy
yeah.
canes and trying to get the kids to come out and grab the candy cane.
That's a good. We talked about this one a while back,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, the head and the foot and the shovel.
Yeah, that's a good cover, man.
Yeah, with the creep, like Home Alone, right? The bad guy always shoveling the snow.
Damn, there's some good creep show covers.
Fucking
lately.
A. Look at this one, Suspiria. This is a limited to $7.50. It's a retailer exclusive, but this is that Suspiria artist. Beautiful.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Cheers.
So good.
And this new series, this Doll Parts, A Lovesick Tale, every cover is fucking good, dude. Every cover. Really good. Ivan Tao limited to 500. Luana Vecchio 1 in 10. Jessica Chiofi. There's the connecting cover of Vecchio connecting and a Vecchio 1 in 25. Oh, there was a ton of Lady Mechanica in the collection too. This is the Joe Benitez cover, and then there's the Saya Ohm cover this week too, right here. Some more Jason Howard second print Transformers. Another design variant, this time with Starscreen. One in 25. Dude, how badass does Optimus look with the cannon?
Oh, you just posted, man.
Right?
I love that.
That cannon.
75. That's not, considering they've been making a lot of variants for this. I guess 75 for a 1-in-100 is not bad.
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
That's
And
good too.
Did you guys see there's a new, I think we talked about it the other day. Oh, look at that. There he is. What's his name again? I'm spacing on the bad guy for the Transformers that he's got the arm of.
I don't know.
The main bad guy for Transformers, the gun. What's his name?
Oh God.
Wait, Megatron. Thank you, Real Fake Comics.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
God
I
damn.
thought it was a
Stoner.
Man. I'm
Stoner.
sitting here picturing it. I'm all, yeah.
Yeah, there's a Megatron cover where he's got the bird, the tape bird on his head, on his shoulder. It looks so badass, bro. That bird. Witchblade. Dude, tell me that we shouldn't get Clutch to start signing some Witchblade covers for us.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Tula Lotte has some great covers for this. Tula Lotte put out a post on her social media the other day that was like, wowzers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mama.
Uh-huh. That's a cool one too. I like this one. It's got like that old school Cuphead style art. Kind of creepy. Through the Boughs, a Yuletide offering. Ariel Olivetti 1 in 10. I don't know. There's the Lotte Virgin. This Armory Wars Bajanish and Wayshak is badass. All right, there are some killer covers for look at this. Have you heard of this? This Bloom, In Bloom. It's a #1. Look at this fucking cover.
Bro, it looks like
Mushroom
Kennedy
City
when he got his head blown out, dude.
with a bunch of mushrooms growing out of it. I just want
Back into the
to take
left.
a bite. I want to take a big bite of her scalp. Minor Arcana's got actually a pretty good Megan Hutchinson. I haven't seen many of her covers lately. And this is a good cover.
Where's Donnie?
Dude, I got every Donnie book in that collection. All the Venom, the Doctor Strange, everything. Keen Spot has the Killtown stuff. I talked to the artist for the Stitches book. She does it's like her and this Todd Skull artist. And I think this Todd Skull artist might be a AI artist though. So I reached out to him to talk to him about his art because his art's fucking good. So I don't know if he's AI. 100%.
What are you talking about? I drew it.
Yeah. We'll see. Here's the Jay Stevens Panic homage that we were talking about the other day. That's so good. I love that. All right. And there is a really good cover for... Come on. Come on. Come on. What's going on? There is a really good cover for... Oh, we just lost cover price, it looks like. Cover price is rebooting or something. Reboot.
Really quick.
All right.
For most websites.
Yeah. I need to okay, we're gonna go straight into market because I got a pretty big market report tonight, but it's fucking there's some crazy shit, dude. And there are some I'm thinking of coming up with like a new segment or something, because like cool books that you can own in 9/8 for under $100 is a real thing these days in a major way, man.
I discover that shit all the time.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I have to I try to make my cutoffs in my grading, not brand new stuff, but like about $75, because like I offer free shipping for things on eBay, not the eBay live stuff, but like, so by the time you get down to it, the time you get return shipping, what you put into it, what you have to sell for it, what anybody's going to charge you for shipping, man, like, you know, to seem okay, around $75 is where you want stuff. Can you make some money? Can you sell $50 slabs and make money? Yeah, sure you can, but it just depends on how much shit you have.
Yeah.
I got a lot of shit to grade, so.
Okay, we've got some killer covers to go at the end of this that are really fucking good. And then I'll get straight into market report. Okay. Where was I? All right, here we go. The Oni. The Hughes covers out that we talked about the other day, where it's got the chick bludgeoning her husband or Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stabbing him.
Cover.
The kids are screaming. Oh, yeah.
She seemed pretty happy.
Right. There is. These are Zenoscope. Oh, is it Zenoscope? No, it's not Zenoscope. That's pretty creepy right there. The Hexiles. Toxic Avenger, Exciting Comics. The Mondo Gecko, Misfits cover.
Okay. Wait, what did we get for go back to Toxie? We're getting a good one right there.
Sophie Campbell,
Toxies.
1 and 5. That's not
Sophie
too bad.
Campbell.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Chocolate.
The She stuff that we already talked about. I love that Amanda Connor. The Tucci one's really good too. Shout out to Mayday that just says, what are your guys' thoughts on the Vampire Comic series Philadelphia? Great series. Great series. Zujitsu.
I didn't read it.
All right, here's the cover.
I can get some for you.
Yeah, I love that series, man.
Well, you know.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Guinevere and the Divinity Factory.
If I sold less, I could read more.
Yeah.
But then again, like I'd have to, yeah. I gotta eat and shit too.
Scott Harbin. This is creepy as hell. This black and white. That's a creepy cover. And I think that might be Don McTeague, Lady Death. Okay. That is it.
Lady Death in San Diego, man. That's what I was telling. That's what I was telling him off the air. I was like, dude, there's so much stuff that's like hard to. It's hard to pick. Let's put it that way. It is hard to pick. There's so much good shit from all the metals, everything else. I've got it all sitting here, but whatever. It's so hard to pick from so much good stuff that they have, you know.
I don't know
why they do make
a
lot of different covers and a lot of variations of covers, so it's hard to pick from, you know.
Yeah. I don't know why the chat stuff isn't showing up on the screen today, you guys. For some reason, the chat
really?
widgets that I have isn't showing up on it's not scrolling across the top and the bottom today. I don't know why, you guys, so I apologize for that. But there you go.
Mama.
There you go. All right, we got a killer market report today, like a really fucking good market report.
Was this the foil one you were talking about?
No, there's a gold foil for that annual.
Yeah, so it's annual 1, and it's just that the writing is in gold. And it doesn't sell for anything. Already tried to make offers on the guy trying to sell one for $200 when every one of them sold for $30 or $40.
Yeah, but that I think that book might have the is that the first kabuki in it? The one that Hood showed? No, remember like there's also that Heart Sew one that has the first kabuki, or what was the first kabuki? That was another Heart Sew book, right? Anyways,
I'm not sure.
All right, check this out. Okay, so some of these are just perfect examples of the type of stuff you can get that is super cool for super cheap these days, okay? This is a Charles Schulz autographed mini like book, a Snoopy book from 1988 called By Supper Possessed. It's signed on the inside. It sold for $112. And Schulz autographs are expensive.
God, fucking December, dude.
Right?
December, ruining the market.
Yep.
In January, everybody's going to ask for the December prices, and I'm going to tell them all to blow me.
Yep. Perfect
Bro,
example
you
of
should
that.
have bought it in December, man. I know you had to buy your family Christmas presents.
Yep.
It's not my fault you couldn't go comic book shopping. Doesn't mean you can't have mine for half price.
A Megaton 1. A Megaton 1, you guys, 9.6, which is hard to get for that book. First work by Eric Larson.
Yeah.
$96.
That's a steal.
Hold on, I'm
That's
gonna
insane.
jump back and forth.
Bro, that's a tough book.
Wasn't like a $600 9.6? How the
I
hell are you
feel
gonna
like
get
it
that
was
thing
way
raw
more
in
than
9.6 in
that.
the
Yeah.
first place? Absolutely impossible, dude. I don't even want to say how many years, because I've had more of them.
And then this blew me away too. I'm all over this book. A 9.8 Daredevil 188 newsstand, the famous Frank Miller Black Widow web book, that he did, Perez did, a bunch of people did this, but and they're all good. But this one's one of my all-time favorites. A 9.8 of this for $112.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah. And it continues, bro.
Yeah, that's just people whiffing.
This pissed me off so bad. And Nate, I hope Nate bought all three of these. A G.I. Joe 21 Michael Turner Renegar signed by Turner for $250, you guys.
It's not the silver, but that's still a good deal.
Speaking of the silver, G.I. Joe 33, the Wraith variant silver, signed by Turner for $134. That's like a
great deal. That's like
that book's 4
double the
times
price.
that, easy in my opinion.
Really? That one, I don't know. Maybe just because I was able to get more of those.
That book's still hard to get, dude. The silver
I'm
and
not,
the Wraith.
I'm not doubting. That's not in the bin
signed
anywhere.
Yeah, to get these signed is tough. A sketch variant of G.I. Joe 33 signed by Turner, $135.
To get these signed is tough because he's dead.
No, I mean like at this price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't think Turner's signing right now.
Rest in
I think
peace.
he's out of the country.
Yeah. Oh man.
I want to make jokes, but
I know, dude.
I'll leave it up to Joe.
I'm sorry.
I love this X-Men Alpha Gold variant because it's like a chromium almost. It's super cool.
That one's harder to find, I think, too.
Yeah, $100. And this is a book I've never seen, but I imagine is super rare. The Witcher #1, a 1 in 200 Stan Sakai variant from the Dark Horse series.
Crazy. I've never seen that
never
one.
did. I didn't even know that existed.
$132.
A 1 in 200 nut, bro.
And then the Wonder Woman 184 Hughes 9/8 $200.
Yeah, that's down. That's half. That's 2/3 are half price for sure.
These are just some cool books. The Absolute Batman Ashcan signed by Nick Dragotta, $500 raw, still climbing. And then how dope is that Halloween glow in the dark #1?
That thing's impossible, dude. Yeah. I've never, like, honestly, I know it exists. Like the fact that that's a picture and not like a stock picture is the only reason I know for sure that exists.
Yeah. Yeah. And a Mark Jewelers of the Keown Incredible Hulk 377.
Yeah, that should be $2,000. What, man? This is my opinion.
I love that book.
I really think it should be.
Yeah. It's one of the greatest all-time covers in history.
Yeah.
How about a Blue Bolt Weird Tales 117 LB Cole cover for $187? Look at that cover. Look how beautiful that is.
Dude. That is yeah.
And this next one is beyond crazy. Resident Evil #1, the promo. They didn't put the promo on it. This is the rare promo, the Capcom promo, in a 7.5, which is very tough to get in high grade, this book, because they were all
it's
trashed.
impossible, man.
$91.
You ever press those, Sean?
No.
Bro, I mean, the book is super fucking thin.
Yep.
Like super fucking thin. Like I had a guy send me like 5 of them, dude. I was like, dang.
Jeez. No,
high grade.
Maybe I have, because I was actually like, when you were talking before that, I was like, wait, isn't it like super like a giveaway thin?
Yeah.
So maybe I have. So like my brain's like was bringing back the memory of holding the thing. So that's it.
Yeah.
Sienkiewicz cover. And there you go, Leg. Comic Scene 31, a 9.6, $155, bro.
So I know that I pressed the first 2 9/8 of these because they were mine, and they were the only 2 on the census for like years. I think I ended up waited forever, and I think I ended up taking 1,200 for a 9/8, and I haven't seen the census. I know it's not the only 2 then. I wanted to hold the other one for a long time. It's a soft first appearance, like, but it's really is. It's her in there, and it's freaking and I grabbed a bunch. I still have a couple left that are in my magazine to grade pile that I bought back when I bought those. and I sold the other one too. And I don't remember what I got, but it wasn't less. And I don't remember how exactly I sold it, but yeah, I know I had it for like $5,000 because they're the only ones. And I was like, after a few years, I'm like, you know what, $1,200 for a $5 magazine for $20 grading doesn't sound that bad.
Yep.
So
For those of you guys that don't know why this magazine is so tough to, and so coveted, it's got the first preview of Harley Quinn in it. So,
yeah.
crazy.
I like the comics. I like the number 2 with the McFarlane Spidey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I sold a newsstand 9.8 of that for like a lot.
Yeah. Which is that the first Venom?
It
Which
was
one's the
thought
first
maybe,
Venom?
but I think there's a comics journal or something that might be before it, or first black suit. But yeah, but it's got McFarlane Venom and it predates 300.
Yeah.
And predates 298. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
299 is the first full Venom. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
A hand in 298.
All right, you guys. Star Wars
my God,
books
dude.
are dead, and
Woo!
this this Star Wars Invasion #0, the Dark Horse Diamond Retailer Summit variant is super rare because most of them were trash. They were given away for free at the Diamond Retailer Summit way back in the day, and it's like the it's as rare as the Clone Wars 1 variant, or more rare. And a 9.8 sold for $99. That book was like an $800 raw book at one point.
Bro, like, have you seen that fucking show?
Skeleton? I haven't yet. I was supposed to watch it the other night and I fell asleep too early. I passed out.
Bro, that show fucking sucks, bro.
Does it? Aw. Shit. My grandma used to go, shit.
Bro,
Shit.
I mean, they're doing. Hey, I think the show's gonna suck. Fuck yeah, bro. It's being done on purpose, dude. Hey, write me a fucked up script for Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars, bro.
I don't
You know what I mean?
understand it, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
Bro, it's like they're doing it on purpose, dude.
Well, how about this? It continues with a Star Wars Tales 23, 9.8, first Darth Revan and Darth Malak for $123. This was another $300 raw.
Oh, you
book.
remember when these books,
Oh my God,
raw with spine ticks were selling for this shit, bro?
Yep. I love this next one though. Star Wars Tales 17, first David Nakayama cover. So, pretty fucking cool. For $100, I'm all over that. 3 really cool books. Look how clean this Jackie Gleason #1 is from 1955. And it just, that color, that red. What amazing. A lot of this dude, the same dude that was selling all those bound file copy books started selling real file copy books.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. That looks like a file copy.
Yep.
I had bought a collection from this old man, and like on the back of like half of the books, it file copy. I was like, fuck.
Dude. I would absolutely love to have a Honeymooners book like that.
That is super cool, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Billy, let me know. I watched this documentary the other day. There's this guy, I think it's Matt or something like that. He does comic book documentaries. They're really good. He did one on Carl Barks not too long ago. And it's fucking excellent, man. And I'm a huge Carl Barks fan, always have been. And this is one of my holy grails now. I want this one and the foreign variant, which doesn't have a cap gun. So they put or a bop gun. What do they call those? A cork guns. They put the cork. They made this a toy gun in the U.S. version, but in the foreign version, it's a real gun.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the foreign version with the real gun.
Yeah.
Like
So
I just
want
noticed the
both.
cork, and I thought, man, I haven't noticed the cork before.
Yep. So I really want to own, this regular and the foreign at some point, and then this next one. Whoever's selling these had a bunch of these Donald and Mickey Merry Christmas free giveaways from Firestone and stuff back in the day in the 1940s, and they are so clean, and they're early Carl Barks stuff. $351. There was a bunch of them sold, but this was my favorite. Yeah, Carl Barks is a legend. His storytelling, I remember, I forget, it might have been in the early 2000s. I started deep diving into Carl Barks and his interior storytelling methods, and I started reading all of the Carl Barks, Donald Duck stuff, all the Duck stuff, and he does some storytelling comic book storytelling that is so ahead of its time and so revolutionary that you're like, I can't believe this is a Donald Duck comic. You know what I mean? Like, it's unreal. So I suggest anybody go do research on Carl Barks if you don't know much about him. All right. Now these are interesting. Here's some books that I couldn't believe are selling for a lot. They're this much. These Joker books from the mid 70s, the Joker miniseries, and high grade, even in high grade raw, sell for a lot of money. This is a number 4, 9.8, $700 almost.
There's got to be people trying to put that together.
Mm-hmm.
Remember one of the first things I was trying to do in coming back to comics, I don't know, 2011 or something, was Joker 198 on my list, and I kept waiting because I wanted to spend under $200.
Yeah,
and they kept going like 250, right? And I was just setting I remember I wanted a Raphael 1, and I set my price points because I was smarter then probably than now. And then like Raphael 1, I'm like, I'm not paying over $20. And so I'd see all of them, and I'd wait and I'd wait and I'd wait. I ended up with like 2 of them. Never got a Joker 1 for that. Sold them all too cheap. But you used to be able to find all these Jokers in Binge really easily. Even in number 1, man, used to find them $5-10 all the time.
Yep.
And
I got
you sure shit don't anymore.
I got like, I think 2 full runs of high grade raws that I'm gonna put
Nice.
out. Yeah.
Nice.
People in the chat are talking about Jackie Gleason, and I want to go back to this Jackie Gleason cover. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a famous story about Jackie Gleason. I think he met with the president, and Jackie Gleason had seen a UFO once, and Jackie Gleason knew the president. I can't remember if it was Nixon or if it was LBJ. I think it was Nixon, and they were friends. And Jackie Gleason asked the president, and the president told him, yeah, aliens are real, this and that. And Jackie Gleason talked about it till the day he died. He was very open about it, I saw, this, I saw that, I saw this. But JSS Brooklyn is he put up in the chat that on his gravestone it says, and away we go. It should say, what did he say? I oughta. That's
straight to the moon, Alice.
Yeah,
straight to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to, when I was a kid, every day on TV, it was that show, Andy Griffith, the Jeffersons,
I love the Jeffersons.
Yeah. What's Happening? And every day, man.
Good times, bro.
Good times. And we watch
Remember Good Times?
Every day, dude.
Seeing a baby. Dude, I'll go home. I'll
Good
watch
Times.
Good Times. Freaking 227 of Jefferson. Right? And I watched them all, man. As a kid, whatever the hell, I saw all the
bro. And then
shows.
at night,
I can quote like Cheers from being like 7.
Dude.
Right? From like way too young to watch bar shows, you know.
We would wake up and watch all those shows throughout the day, and this is during the summers when we were not in school, obviously. But we would watch those, and then at night, me and my brother they would play old Three Stooges, the little shorts, all night, like for like 3 hours. And me and my brother loved the Three Stooges growing up. All right, next. That Star Wars Annual #4, John Tyler Christopher 1 in 25, raw, $215.
Nice. Fuck yeah. At least something awesome is doing well.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being a raw 215, but
Me neither.
Yeah.
so I'll take it, dude. It's funny how Vader's just cool and then is all black. So, like, and I'm not taking this from my own talent, which doesn't exist anymore, but just from everybody being able to draw him the same. And unless you make him cartoony, you don't really get it wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
And what a nod to that character costume and the creation of it in the first place.
Yeah.
Making literally some of the coolest. I mean, of all time, Darth Vader has the body of work, especially since like the 2015 series, and I mean before that as well, but 2015 up, the body of work with cool Vader covers and variants is second to none. I think maybe Spider-Man or something. But,
Which like makes me wonder, like, instead of Acolyte, why don't you make a Darth Vader show with Hayden Christensen?
Yes. Fucking A,
Like,
bro.
Like, that's a no-brainer to me.
or not even instead, just make the fucking show. You know,
Yeah.
I think we're saying the same thing, but yeah, something that people want, man. Something that people want. We got the best death like you've ever, and goodbyes ever to Captain America and Robert Downey Jr. And here they
Did
come.
you hear they're bringing back? Yeah. What the fuck?
Hey, man.
Whatever makes another good movie, man. Because I mean, they had Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool. I don't really consider being part of that. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not. The Deadpool's kind of its own thing, in my opinion. Venom just hit the full where I'm able to watch it in my home, kind of thing. So I'm gonna see Venom the next day or so. Yeah.
Well, the reason Cap makes sense is because of him going back to put the stones back, and you can easily like something happened to where he disrupted the multiverse and he ending up in the void or something like that. So I mean, I can see that's plausible. I think the whole Robert Downey Doom, he's Doom. He's not Stark at all.
Right. Well, but just saying, I'm with you. No disagreement on any of that, but it's still Downey. It's kind of my point, you know. But,
bro,
yeah,
I
don't care.
It off like
it is what it is.
Denzel.
Hey, and how about Kang's girl dropped all the charges?
Yeah, but
Fuck,
how
that
nuts
dude's
is
so
that?
hard, bro.
I don't know. Look, all I saw is an article. I don't know anything behind
No,
it.
it's true.
I don't know if he got paid completely because he paid her off. I don't know anything, so don't look into me being like, oh, let's stick up for anything. I don't know, and I know you're not going to, but like anybody listening, I'm not saying like, oh man, you know what? But like, let's just say, if it was bullshit, that really sucks. That's all.
It was bullshit.
He ran
I don't
away
know.
from her.
I haven't
Like,
looked
she
into
was
it.
hitting
No,
him.
the problem was he was in a toxic relationship, and like when you got a girl chasing you down and you're trying to run away from her because you don't want any fucking trouble, there's a problem there. And I'm just saying, like, if Marvel wanted to, they could go fucking rehire him.
Right. To tell you the truth,
And can you imagine?
I don't know how well. The only thing is, I don't know how well it was working, and everybody wanted Doom in the first place. So,
but that would be icing on the cake if you could bring him back.
The shows. I liked the Kang. I would have liked Doom over Kang, regardless of the actor. Like, just regardless. I don't care at all. That Doctor Doom's what everybody's wanted forever.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get Doom. Here we are. So
I see everybody in the chat talking about talking about the toy and
Such
Scotty
a good
Shorts.
movie, dude.
I interviewed Scotty Shorts. Dude.
What?
Yeah. Right at the time when Corey Haim, not Corey Haim, Corey Feldman was coming out talking about how Corey Haim was molested, and Corey Haim's mom was like, "Fuck you, you know, you're only trying to get money off of." And Scotty Shorts was best friends with Corey Haim also, so it was back when I was helping Absolute Geek, and I'll put it up on the members page at some point. It's so funny. It's
All
so
right,
funny.
let's
Yeah.
go.
So he's hilarious, dude. Anyways,
Didn't the kid from the toy end
Yeah.
up a porn star or some
Yep.
shit?
fucking A, he was a porn star. He talked about it, dude. It's funny. Yeah, fucking character, dude. He's seen a lot of shit in Hollywood, man. He's been through a lot of shit. So, anyways, $6 Million Man #1 and a 9.8, $500.
Oh, he was criminally convicted. Okay.
Dude. Okay, cheap covers again. Hulk #1.
What's up, Dave?
The Michael Turner variant, red variant from Wizard World, and a 9.8 for $134. 2 copies sold for like $134 and less in 9.8s. It's crazy. I mean, the A cover of that book sells for more raw, I feel like, than that. You know, sometimes. Like that A cover was selling for $100 raw. You got a Turner.
I just think, dude, it just people aren't seeing this, man. It's just first off, I just need to start watching somehow. I used to just find things on my want list and get on these auctions. I don't know if I just sit on eBay all that to clear this out all the time and try to figure this out, man. Because at a 9.9, I'm in on that all day.
Yeah.
Dude, for
I
$140.
bought like 4 or 5 of those raw when they first came out.
Oh, I can't wait to show. I got a 3-book pickup that is in the mail still. Well, you guys might have seen one of them online, but I got a 9.8, 9.9, and a 10. I had a 3-book sub with 9.8, 9.9, and 10.
So that Transformers in a 9.9, 140, which is nuts. And then this is crazy to me. Do you remember how much those Aliens #1s were selling for in 9.8? Like what, $2,000, something like that? Here's a warehouse find of 35 of them in high grade near mint to mint raw for $236.
Oh,
what the hell are we like? That person just made a ton of money if those are really mint copies.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He just made a
Is
ton.
there? Oh, I wish there was more pics on there,
Yeah,
bro.
that's nuts, dude. This is pretty crazy. These are 3 crazy sales that are just rare. A quadruple cover of Walt Disney's Comics and Stories #48, the famous skunk issue with Donald Duck, and a 9.0 quadruple cover, you guys, from the 1940s. $780. A Promise Collection Batman 16 6.0 for $7,000. Those,
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
yeah,
I promise you'll never own this.
yeah. Uncanny X-Men, $4.99 through $5.44, all newsstands.
Oh my god.
Super rare newsstands. Super rare newsstands right there.
How many? That's close to 50 bucks. Wow.
Yeah.
10, about $15 a book.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's a great buy.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would do a documentary from the Promise Collection. That is probably the greatest pedigree. I think that's cooler than the church pedigree to me. I think the story adds so much to it. The books are unreal, but the story is amazing. It's just amazing. For those of you guys that don't know what the Promise Collection is and why it's called the Promise Collection, he had two brothers growing up in the 40s and the 50s. They both went to the Korean War. One brother said, the older brother said to the younger brother, "Hey, if I die, please take care of my comic book collection that's in the attic of the house," or whatever. And the brother died, and the other brother took care of it up until 4 years ago, and came out about it. And every single one of these books, you guys, are super high grade, and it's almost every book from 1940 to like 1953 or something like that.
Yeah, it came, I believe, after they pretended they were done with pedigrees, and they're like, well,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, this is 2. Such a cool story. All right. Terrifier number 1. Printer's
Impossible,
proof.
dude.
Printer's
The
proof.
printer's proof.
$800.
Okay, like that exists.
Yeah. And then 2
Wow.
amazing Zenoscope
Chad
books.
Zudis, man.
Dude, that Chat Zudis in the middle is it's don't get me wrong, like we talk about
Happy Halloween.
these beautiful
I'm over it. Buy what you want. Dude.
yeah, these
Don't-
beautiful covers and these beautiful girls, and I get it. They're drawings and some of these are cartoony, but that fucking cover is pure fucking sex right there.
Yeah, it just makes you happy, dude.
Look at that. It does. It makes you very
Right? You
like,
having a
that
bad
is just-
day? Just
that,
pull
look
out a
at
Chad
that.
Zudis book.
and nobody ever said Frank Cho's not good either. So here we are.
Yeah.
Right.
That Paul Green one, dude, is
Oh,
that makes you happy too.
look at the prices on them. $370 for that Paul Green.
Thor cosplay.
This is crazy. Never seen this. Adventures of Princess Elegante, number 1, 1950s underground S&M comic. Issues 1 through 3 were sold. This number 1 was a 5.0. It sold for $799, $800, you guys. So you never know. You find those old Tijuana Bibles. You think that are Tijuana Bibles. It could be this, and you got $1,000.
Well, I think Tijuana Bibles are they distinct for their shape though?
Yeah,
Like
they're
the-
smaller. Yeah.
The booklet.
Yeah.
Derek.
Bro,
He
you
goes-
find anything in Tijuana, test it, then come home and sell it.
Derek he goes, Promise Collection is full of 9.6s and 9.8s from the 40s and 50s. Come on, man.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, right. Redhood just put him in a bath and fucking promised a good grade.
Yeah.
It's like, please.
Well, you say that, but all the scans are there. Go look at the scans. They're fucking immaculate. The corners on the books, the only damage you see is on some of them because they stacked the books, right? And they stacked all these books. And some of the books that were bigger than others, you would see kind of like dust on the outside of the cover. Other than that, everything about these books is immaculate. The corners are so sharp that they look like they were just fucking printed. They're unreal. Go look them up. The scans are there.
Oh,
The
I've
heritage
seen-
scans are very up close. You can see how nice they are. It's unreal. Here's that Evil Ernie book that I was talking about with Bryan today. A 9.8 number 1 sold for $2,013. Such a tough book to get in a 9.8. I got a 9.6. And then
Dude,
We've talked about
that,
these-
That should be $6,000, $8,000.
I know, right?
I don't give a shit what anybody says. Dude.
Well,
'Cause you're not getting any more 9.8s.
yeah.
They might add like fucking pressing doesn't change if you can't.
Even
you can't
Bryan
add
doesn't
color.
own one. Yeah.
Like, so,
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy asked Bryan if he owned a 9.8 of Evil Ernie number 1. Bryan said no. I mean, he's got the original art behind him. That's why I didn't have to ask Bryan about, hey, do you keep any of your original, stuff? And he's got the Stephen Hughes covers behind him, you know.
Yeah, dude, it was right there yesterday. I had that razor. I could have just leaned over and pulled up my razor, and it got to be on the other side of that locked door.
These next two books are super rare. I've talked about these before. They got hot recently. DeVoe couldn't believe it when I told him that I had them. So these are the Coheed and Cambria Second Stage Turbine Blade books that were put out by Evil Inc. And these are super rare. The Evil Inc. ones are already super
Those are
rare.
the ones you have a shitload of,
Yeah.
right, Brian?
Well, so I have both, a shitload of both. So the Evil Inc. ones are rare, but the even more rare ones are the ones that don't have Evil Inc. on there. It just says Coheed and Cambria, and those were sold at their concerts when they were first started touring. And it's only number 1 that they sold at their concerts. Number 2 they only have Evil Inc. issues for number 2. But I have probably like 7 of each of number 1s. Wow. 3 of the number 1s or 4 of the number 1s are signed by Claudio and Wes. A couple of the other ones. I mean, I went to San Diego in 2006, and I was walking through Artist Alley, and there's Claudio just chilling. And he was so recognizable at the time because he had this huge fucking hair, like afro that was just massive, dude. It was like this. And I'm like, holy shit, that's the lead singer of fucking Coheed and Cambria just chilling. Nobody's at his booth. And I walk up, I'm like, hey man, big fan. And we start talking. He's like, yeah, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, man, I bought a couple of these. He had these 2 issues, and he had one of the regular ones in like in his case. And I go, I bought one of the originals at your shows. I got like 4 of them. And he's like, really? And he's like, you want any more? Oh, I got some and I'll sign them for you. I'm like, yeah. So I bought 5 more from him right there, and he signed them for me. And they are some of the rarest comics that you can find, and they're Coheed and Cambria collectibles, which Coheed fans are pretty rabid. So whoever got both of these, they're impossible to find in high grade. 9.0 and an 8.5 of these for $300 is pretty fucking amazing. Next, some toy stuff. All right. There was a guy that was selling a bunch of foreign Joes. Now, we love foreign comics. Shout out to International Comics Josh and all, Matt Roybal, John Z, really got that kind of going. But I love me some foreign Joes and Star Wars figures. And here you got 3 of the rare, the bigger sales from this guy was selling. A sneak peek Tiger Force from France, loose with, I believe, all the parts, including the mic, $300. That's a really rare figure.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's super fucking cool too.
Yeah. And then they only did that figure in Tiger Force in Euro, UK. So, and then this one I love. I've told this story before. My favorite vehicle for G.I. Joe is the Rattler. For 2 reasons. Number 1, one of the greatest memories I have as a kid, and my parents don't even remember it, which sucks. But as a kid, on my birthday, when you used to walk into my childhood home, you'd walk in and you would turn to the left, and there was 2 coat closets right next to each other. And on my birthday, my parents said, okay, you can pick a present. You can pick your present. We have a present in each one of the closets, and whichever one you pick, you get, and the other one, we'll give you Christmas. And so it was such a cool thing for me. And I don't know why it's like such, I was a little kid. I was like, 6 years old. And I fucking went and opened up the fucking one on the left, and there was a fucking Rattler in there in the box, and I just fell in love with it. And then because of that, it made me absolutely love the A10 Warthog. And I fell in love with the A10 Warthog. I worked with a bunch of guys who worked on the original A10 Warthog. They were ground crews for the A10. And I love that plane. It's like, I talked to guys who were on the ground during the original Desert Storm, and they would tell stories about how, you know, if they saw a bunch of tanks and knew that were there, have to get in a little skirmish, the A-10 would show up and they would like, okay, there's going to be no problems because the A-10 are these tank killers. They got these huge fucking like 50, they got these huge fucking cannons, these fucking, on the bottom of 50 cal cannons that are just crazy, dude. And it's an amazing plane. And this is an unopened Japanese one, the Takara Rattler. So it sold for $420, and that's awesome. And then finally, for those of you guys that don't know, G.I. Joe in the UK wasn't called G.I. Joe because GIs are American, you know, soldiers. So they called it Action Force. And look at the Cobra insignia in the UK ones. It's totally different. So this is a Cobra Commander on card for Action Force, sold for $205. So sweet. Hell yeah, leg. I just saw that. All right. This is crazy. Metroid, the Metroid figure loosed from Joyride. It's missing the alternate head. Sold for $222. Crazy. That's a nuts. And then Mighty Max, this is a Australian variant, sold loose for $2,300. Is it a 20 millimeter Gatling gun, not a 50 cal? Okay, 20 millimeter. I just know it's badass and it sounds like sounds crazy. And then this one's nuts. 1983 Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark Arabian Horse, mint on card. This is one of the rare figures, if you want to call it that, from that line. And it loose, it sells for a ton, but here, $456 for mint on card. Next, we have all three. I think this is all three of the Boba Fett's. You have the Empire Strikes Back, 48 back from 82, wow, sold for $1,500. And they're all unpunched, you guys.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The Return of the Jedi, 65 back unpunched, mint on card, $1,300. And the Return of the Jedi, 77 back, Desert Photo, mint on card, unpunched, $1,000.
I have the 77 back.
What up, Richie? Good to see you, brother. Spec Media.
Man, $1,000 is cheap,
right?
That thing was going for $2,000.
Yep.
But man, he should have AFA'd it, man. If it's unpunched, man, fucking
A. I think they're all unpunched. They look all unpunched. Next we have, this blew me away. It's a loose Transformers Revenge of the Fallen deluxe sideswipe, sold for $1,200.
Why?
I don't know. All three of these, you guys, I don't know why these sold for so much. So that's why I'm putting them up. If you guys know why these sold for so much.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Like, if I told you, hey, man, I got the car from Revenge of the Fallen, right? I could see Bryan go, oh, that's cool, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, Leg would go, what the fuck are you smoking, Hood? You know?
No, dude. Can't you get like a beat up box, like original Optimus for that price?
Yeah.
Yeah. No shit, dude.
Like, I don't know what to say here. I'm not the toy. I'm not ignorant, but I'm not a toy.
But whoever bought it was probably fucking happy, man. Oh, I fucking ripped him off.
And this next thing,
I got it.
Sometimes it's just like one of Elon's kids.
Well, 12 bids though. These all have multiple bids, you know. So I don't know. They could They could be fuckery.
Yeah, but Elon's kid puts $5,000 on his original bid.
Yeah.
Somebody wants it.
This other one, a bunch of these things sold. These Castle Keeps gargoyles from 1995. Like 10 of them sold. They're all different colors. They all sold for about $300 to $400. But this one sold for $2,000 on 24 bids.
Yeah. Bro, I feel like you could find that in a fucking like.
That's why I show these. That is 100% why I show these, you guys. So you guys could put these in your fucking memory bank. And if you're at a fucking estate sale or something, and you see one, you go, I think I've seen that before, and it's 25 cents. Take a fucking chance on it.
Will you take 10 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
I know the Undercover Leo sells for a ton of money, but this one is missing everything. It's just the figure. I don't know what first one means, but it's sold for $1,100, you guys. It's missing the coat. It's missing all the accessories. It's one of the rarest, turtles, but 12 bids, $1,100.
It's the first one.
All right, these next three, you guys, are all together for a reason. And I'm not going to say that reason yet, but they're all together for a reason. A Skinner Screaming Hand Santa Cruz poster. $300. Nice hat, Sean.
Thanks.
Yeah. Look how badass that is. I love Skinner
is
art,
awesome.
dude. Yeah.
I'll frame that thing.
A 1970s blacklight poster framed, the Zigzag Man. This is $700. And a kick-ass 1966 Avalon Ballroom poster, woman with the green hair, $1,400. These are all there for a reason. That's all I'll say. Continuing.
Green.
Yeah, we're almost done. This blew me away. This is the rare bar mitzvah issue of Superman that the one guy had DC make for his kid and print, and he paid him to do it, and he gave to the people who went to the bar mitzvah. It's signed, you guys.
By the kid or what?
By the kid.
No fucking way.
David Levin, signed by David Levin on 10/15.
And it's a yellow label with a witness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how had possibly is that kid important?
I don't know. He wrote the story, and his dad had him print it, and it was for his bar mitzvah. It's a 4.0, and it's signed on the cover by him.
David
Dude.
Levin. Is he an actor or something?
I don't think so. $3,300.
$3,300.
Bro, this is one of the rarest DC comics.
Fuck that.
That's nuts.
Yeah, no. Fuck that kid.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, you can blow me.
How about this? This is kind of cool. A 9/8 Fantastic Four 84. The famous Thy Name is Doom.
Hmm.
$2,000.
I could see that. But just one bid?
Yep.
It's a pretty book, man.
Next, this is kind of crazy. I've never
I
seen
have
this.
that Dallas.
You have this? I've never seen this hood.
Yeah, I have it, but it's not signed by Stanley. But I have it from the Dallas Comic Con.
Yeah.
I
Dallas,
pulled that out of a dollar bin years ago.
2011 Dallas Comic Con exclusive, Amazing Spider-Man #1, signed by Stan Lee. It only sold for $117. Whoever bought this, congratulations. What a great buy.
Because the book
I'll
itself was
definitely want-
scarce.
Yes.
I definitely want to. Oh, it's the Dallas Comic Con. It's not that newspaper one.
No. This even I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to look into that seller before I bought that. Dallas Comic Con sold from Hawaii. Stanley. Is there a COA or anything or a sticker? So there's a lot of fake Stan and fake stickers out there.
No, I don't see anything.
Does he tell a story about his dad took him when he was 12?
Yeah. No, he doesn't say.
I really don't. What do you say? Hold on, go back down, Brian.
Surgery, dig deep, people. My dog needs surgery, dig deep, people.
Yeah, my dog needs surgery. I really don't want to part with this. So yeah, it sounds like there might be some fuckery there.
Dig deep. Wow.
What else is he selling? Let's see.
You ever see?
If you don't buy this, I'll die.
Oh, you know what?
Who knows?
Somebody
I don't
paid
know.
somebody
Wow.
buys a book from you, and it says, you know what? I really like it when people send me free stuff with the things I purchase. No, I just want to cancel the order. Like, oh, is there, buddy? You just bought like.
Yeah.
I bet you do, you weirdo. Who doesn't like free things, dude? I would love, but you want to send me more stuff.
You guys ever seen this?
No.
Captain
Actually.
America #1 PlayStation exclusive from Italy. It's a Del Auto cover signed by Del Auto 980. It only sold for $175. Look at this cover.
Is it really numbered to 175 or 125?
It says signed by Del Auto. PlayStation.
Is it like stamped on there?
I don't see it stamped.
It won't say it on the label.
Hold on, let me see. It doesn't say. Let me look at
No,
the back,
but the title said it did. So if it has like a COA or
22 of 126.
Oh, boom! There you go.
Yep.
Okay,
That's cool.
That's the cheapest fucking thing of the day, then.
Right?
Yeah, because that's a badass Del Auto cover. I don't remember that cover being available in the United States. All their books are beat. That one's freaking numbered and it's SS'd. So yeah, that's a steal. That's $1,000 book. $800 book.
Yeah. Next. All right, this fucking pisses me off. I'm so mad about this, you guys. Three of the Spider's Web McFarlane signed
Really?
Spider-Man #1s. Every single one of them are spider webs. You can see there's the McFarlane autograph on the knee.
Yeah, that's right.
McFarlane on the knee. McFarlane on the knee. Here's the back. Stamp. $222. I'm going to tell you guys something right now, and I don't care. You guys can laugh at me about this or not. I think that these books are some of the most historic comic books in comic book collecting because they were signed the day of that they dropped. Okay. He went back each time for the second print, and he went back and he did them the day of at the Spider's Web in Pulido, Washington, his brother-in-law's comic shop. Most people don't even realize they're McFarlane autographs. They usually come with a printed out or an old school typewriter, on a typewriter, saying what they are. And I have some raw. I would not sell them for $500 or less.
No, you should hold. I don't think you're crazy.
I think
there's
it's no reason.
Of the best stories in the history of comics.
Yep.
Like legit.
I would not sell any of my raw copies for less than $500. And this guy got 3 of them for $22. That's why you watch Beyond Wednesdays and these guys. That's why you do it. Long, short. Fuck. Figure Drawing says, Brian, it shouldn't make you upset because auctions like that happen all the time for all kinds of collectibles. The how did it go for that low rabbit hole is deep. It doesn't really make me super upset, but
yeah, it's just
the same.
I mean, like, you're not going to catch every single one of these.
Yep.
And it's good for the hobby when you show that there's deals out there.
The hunt is real. Yep.
But we're not throwing shade. It's fun to look at. Man, you could have had. Hell, you could have won the fucking lottery, bro.
Yeah. I would have.
Someone scratches a ticket. Man, I was thinking those same fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Fucking pussy.
I'm
it's
pissed.
one of those.
Yeah.
You know?
I would have totally bought that. That type of thing. I'm not really mad. It's just, it's a. But I get you. Figure Drawing. I agree. All right. This is crazy. Batman #1 Famous First Edition, signed by both Bob Kane and Jerry Robinson. Jerry Robinson, Bob Kane.
Where's Bill Finger?
Sold for $1,000, you guys. So, we talked about this not too long ago. The CIA book that the government made and the CIA had created, and this is the son of the guy who did all the art, and he's selling original art pages from the book. It's one of the rarest comic books there is. I didn't even know about
propaganda with
Yeah.
Cuba and the
Yep.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
And the
all
same
that.
guy that did these also did the Madonna AIDS books. So here's another
Right.
page. Yep, another page sold that has Castro and Reagan on it. Sold for $1,358. So here's the original comic. I would love to freaking own one of these. Here's another historical book. I've never seen one of these. Never even heard of them until I saw the original art in the market report a few weeks ago.
Rescued from rape and slavery.
Yep. It's crazy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
As part of the comic, dude, I was looking down and I was like, "Excuse me."
Yeah. Next. I've never heard
Sounds
of
like
this.
a Diddy title.
I don't know if this is
Oh
a
yeah,
book.
that's Silver Bullet.
What is this?
I have one of those.
You have one of these?
Uh huh.
So Stephen King and Bernie Wrightson.
I don't know where the hell
$224.
it is, and I know it exists. I don't know if I have the first print, but as soon as I got back into comics, I wouldn't even have thought of this thing, dude. I knew that it like I found out it existed. I immediately went and got one. I feel like I have a different color cover, so maybe this is first print.
Shout out to Ronnie. He says, I want a JSC Witchblade signed by Red Hood. Only must be pressed by Hood and graded by PGX. My offer, $1,200. Awesome show.
Okay.
What's up, Ronnie?
Appreciate you,
Buy
Ronnie,
it for
brother.
me. I'll be the witness. I actually have more of those in the mail right now. I have one left in the grading pile that I haven't sent in yet. But for $1,200, I'll fly to the Hood for the weekend, hang out, do have a drink or two.
Yeah, maybe one or two drinks.
Yeah. Well, $1,200, dude. I think that'll get my round trip. Then I can be the PGX witness, because all you have to do is have a AAA card to be a fucking PGX witness. So I'm good to go.
Shit, hey, dude, we'll go to South Padre, dude, where they launch Elon Musk's rocket, dude.
Let's go see some rocket launches and get some PGX press, dude.
This is crazy. I want one of these bad now. Look at that cover.
It looks like Frank Miller,
yeah.
bro. It's Frank
100%.
Miller.
That's a big piece of the Sodi, right?
I don't know. I've never seen this.
What's the title say?
It's called Comics Novel #1, Anarcho Dictator of Death, Anti-Fascism Fawcett comic from 1947. The cover looks like a fucking novel.
Bro, it's Frank Miller.
What am I missing about this? Somebody tell me.
Look at the stamp on the back, dude.
The fuck is that?
I don't know. It looks like from
Is
another
this
country.
the Spanish version of one that I'm
Is that from a public library? What the fuck is that?
It's from another country, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
both?
Yeah. Look how crazy that cover is. Be cool to homage this. I want one. I want one of these 10 center. It sold for $100. Telling you guys, $100, you can get some killer cool stuff. I'd rather buy one of those than any 1 in 100 or 1 in 500 that came out this week or last week or the week before. I've never seen this either. Spider-Man Mutant Agenda #0, signed by Stan Lee, limited edition of 1,000, first ever crossover. I don't know what that means because they've crossed over before, but signed by Stan Lee. Here's the back.
Yeah, they teamed up before.
Says official first day of issue certificate. Spider-Man Mutant Agenda #0. This limited edition of 1000 was produced in conjunction with Stan Lee and Marvel Comics to commemorate the first day of release on the first ever comic book newspaper strip crossover. Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. The first ever comic book newspaper strip crossover. Huh.
Okay.
There you go. It begins here, the first ever comic book newspaper strip crossover, and you get to take part. Plus the origin of Spider-Man by Lee and Romita. So, yeah. Sold for $100 for Stanley autograph too. All right, look at this. When I tell you guys that weapons, boxes, don't throw away any. If you're go into a house and you find a bunch of toy shit, don't throw away any boxes. Look at them. I mean, this could easily be thrown away. This is the J.C. Penney, quote unquote, bad guys 6-figure assortment box. It's only the box, and it sold for $900.
Just the box?
Just the box, bro.
Oh, somebody's pulling some bullshit, dude.
Bro, hold
they're
on.
assembling this entire thing and they're trying to get 25 grand for it.
Look at this. 13 bids.
How do fucking people? Okay, so we have some of the baddest ass comics in the world. People that look for all
Look
the
at
time.
that jump.
Frank Miller shit going for $100, but somebody knows how to look up a GI Joe box and it goes for $900.
Yeah,
I'm being serious. Like, what is it? What am I missing? What is Craig 0078? Is he just some with 767 feedback? Double decker airplane. What is he? That's some fuss.
He's got some cool shit. Mad balls.
Okay, he likes
jacket.
cool things. I get it.
Listen, he's the trash monster from the 78 Compractor. That's a rare figure.
Bro, this guy is absolutely printing these 3D printing these things.
Oh, the Battle Beast, the best Battle Beast ever, the Bat.
Yeah, the Bat's pretty much the best.
The Chitara bow staff.
We're just gonna start at 3D printing Chitara bow staffs.
I know, bro.
We're not everyone. Don't worry. I don't know how to do that. Clearly, I can barely count.
Universal Monsters Spitballs Dracula. Let's see what he sold.
How do you just have like a lineup of accessories?
Hey man,
what have you sold?
Just buys boxes of toys, maybe.
Like loose. Yeah. If we could, but where do you find boxes of toys anymore?
Well, look at that. The Han Solo blaster weapon blue version. Oh, these old school satin bombers jackets sell for a shit ton. Like the Houston Oilers ones sell for like thousands.
I can tell you that gun goes to the Han Solo Hoth.
There you go.
Yeah. I love how he tries them all on. He must be a little dude, man. All the jackets fit him. Sorry, all the jackets don't fit me. That's all I'm saying.
Original instructions for the Millennium Falcon. Old school Happy Meal. Oh, look at that. Grand Slam, the silver with the jump pad. Rare figure. So, pretty interesting. You know, he probably got a collection and they were just in there.
Bro, he sold everything for an average of about $20, and then this box goes for $900.
Right? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
An empty box.
That's the market report for December 11th,
I sold it.
2024.
I fucking sold it.
All right, before we go, you guys, we got a pretty fucking sweet unboxing.
Oh.
This is going to be dope.
Let's go. All right. I'm waiting for a year for this thing. So let me put a little space and move the mic. So, literally didn't open this. So, okay. So let me get set up.
I'm going to make you big and be right back. Hold on here. Let's go.
What's that?
I was in this movie.
Hold on, Sean.
I was in this movie with Kathy Shower when I was 13. My buddy got the poster frame for me. I walked down the stairs behind.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that.
Yeah, I did, my buddy. So shout out to Griff for this one. My buddy Aaron bought me a poster too a couple years ago. But like, shout out to Griff for framing this. I was in the movie with Playboy Playmate Kathy Shower when I was like 13, and it's still they've never even made a DVD. You can see it digitally, or you can go ahead and rent the video. Find the video. I've got like 4 different sealed copies of the video with different covers.
So what part? How much of the movie were you in, dude?
You can't tell it's me. I walked down. There's 2 parts, but only one part. You can see my body. This is how they fit. This is like 92 or 93, dude. So like when I walk down the stairs it's a golf club hotel thing. So you walk down the stairs, whatever. So they were like pick people out of the little crowd. I was there with my parents for dinner. And so I walk down the stairs behind them, so I can be like, "That's me," and that's it. And a little community out where I grew up and stuff, and so they've got like a golf course. They pretend is like an ocean. It's a golf course ponds and shit. They're taking a walk through it. So
Dude,
the company
you're
called
a movie star, bro. I didn't know that.
The funny no, so I remember it was somewhere between 7th and 8th grade. I got back to 8th grade. And there was a teacher out with she had knee surgery or something. And they said you had to write her a little letter or whatever and to say how your summer went. And I said, oh, I spent this summer doing movies with Playboy Playmate. And I wasn't lying. 1985 Playboy Kathy Shower was not lying, right? Was not lying. Yeah. You can see that moment right there. All right. So, Trap Toys. So maybe one of these things in here. So Trap Toys, they made this great thing and a great T-shirt and everything called Easy He. So it's Easy He, which is Easy E. In He-Man, I have the power pose with multiple things, and it took 15 months or something of the Patreon, and it's like $50 a month. This is an expensive piece. So I've been waiting forever for this thing. I had it since Friday. Hard not to open it. They also released 20 Anti-Eternias He-Mans. Look that up if you don't know what that is. The black and red ones.
Yeah.
Right? And so they've got that. So I got one of those. I believe the only thing in this box is the regular Easy He. And they got a faker one. They only released 10 of. I bought all 3 because what am I going to do?
Yeah.
They're expensive. And
You'll be able to
you ever
sell
buy
them.
something that you know is going to immediately double your money, but you want it so bad that you have no choice except to at least display it in your home for a while.
Yep.
So anyway, so I've been waiting. And I'm waiting so long that with the shipping being delayed, that they're in England. They're a very reputable company and all that.
Trap
but
Toys.
You know, it's considered bootleg. Yeah, Trap Toys. Considered bootleg. So it's like you just stress out a little bit. Like, man, I've been paying $50 a month for like over a year. So I'm not the only. Clutch actually got one too. I haven't even seen it. So it was mailed to me. It is sealed. I'm gonna
shout out to Lord Zero in the chat, dude. I dropped off a book for you at your place, brother. At the dispensary. That's my guy at the dispensary. He's a good dude. Big time comic guy.
Nice. So we're gonna open this up. Trying to do this on the small area of the desk in front of the computer. I've definitely been waiting for this for a long time. So I'm just going to put this down and pull it out. It's not, even if I... Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. All right, I don't know if this is bigger or smaller than I thought it would be. Oh, sorry. Let's get this microphone to the other side. There we go.
This is gonna be dope. This is gonna be so cool, you guys. You guys have no idea how
getting
cool
this thing out of the box.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be massive.
Like let's put it this way: if all 3 were in here, I was gonna feel pissed or misled.
Yeah.
Like
it's just the one.
Like, right? I know they're not. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Look how
Dude,
dope that is.
Fucking crazy.
And if you guys have met me or have you seen the BigLegg logo If you don't know how up my alley this is, I saw
He-Man,
Yeezee
Raiders, Easy
Right, I saw Eazy-E when the 1995 Lowrider Super Show, right before he died, with Ice Cube came out and stuff. So I actually saw Easy before he died. Oh my god, this box is insane! I am so excited, and it comes with all the accessories and such. So
I'm
I'm
so glad we
sliding the
waited.
top off. They said one of the issues was said they weren't happy with the box. So sorry.
Dude, you guys, the other ones that he got, the variants that I got are so badass. There's a faker one.
So it's Anti-Attorney He-Man. Look that up if you don't know him. He's red and black.
Yeah.
He's got a pager on. This is amazing. Oh, okay.
Look how dope that
That is
looks.
a box, dude. No, this is an item.
Yeah.
Now, considering you're always stressed because, like I said, if you pay $50 a month for over a year, it is there's the first level of foam. Hold on, you don't want to see me. Let's put this down a little.
Oh, look at this.
There's the first level of foam and know what's on there. So the first level of foam is gone. So these are accessories that we were. Oh no, or is it? Let's take this off. No, it's not. Okay. So this is good. Oh my fucking god. This is the base. This is at least 10 pounds here.
I'm so excited for you, dude.
All right. It's solid. I'm glad to know because it's like, dude, now they're known for their stuff and their resale value. So if you had, here's the base, a little Gray Skull Eternia base going here. We're gonna do base there first. Here's the hand holding the 40. Okay. Here's just the hand. Here is a
sword.
Here is the sword. So we're gonna get Yeezee out of the box here. It's got, dude, look at the bandana on the inside bottom of the box.
Such good job.
So we're getting it. I can push the screen down a little too. So we've got it in here. Oh, dude, this is solid. Like this thing's 10 pounds.
Oh, you could tell.
This thing's 5 pounds. This is legit. This is not plastic. But let's go.
Oh, look at the gun, dude. Gold plated.
Let's go. The gold plated Uzi.
Fucking badass.
Ruthless Records. I think we all know what that means in there.
Yeah.
We're going like that with the first look at the Yeezee with the Compton hat. We are rocking. Look at this.
You got to throw the 40 on there, right?
Oh, do you think I'm putting the sword on first, dude? You ever met me? Do you know what show this is? So we're gonna go. Oh, by the way, he's tipping it out. That's the best part.
Oh, is he?
So we're gonna have to go. And this is great. They don't seal the bags. So, like, let's say
it should be magnetic, right?
I'm not reselling this. It goes on there. Okay, that stays on very gently. I might have to put the 40 on for. Oh, never mind. That one's for the sword. The 40 already has a hand.
And it is tipping. Look at that.
He's pouring some out.
Dude, that's dope, dude.
Oh my god.
Let's go, man. Let's go, Trap Toys. This is gorgeous. I can't wait. And I'm gonna get one faker, and I'm gonna get one. An anti-attorney, and I can't believe, dude, it's Compton. It sits in there. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Trap Toys outdid themselves. They've done so much cool stuff. Just look up Trap Toys on eBay. Definitely follow them, and that's it, man. So join their Patreon, and join their Patreon, man. So this is gorgeous, dude. I've got, actually, if anybody wants, I do have a Ghostbuster for sale. Ended up with 2 of those.
Ghostbuster Rhymes. OBD,
yeah, man. Those are the newer ones, but some of the other ones are like just impossible to find.
Good Kid Vice City.
Impossible to find.
Nosferatu. Here's the NWA A-Team figure.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. No, this is insane. But they go back like the Dollism to the bottom right is Eminem.
Roborock. Yeah.
So
Dollars
yeah,
and
this
M&M.
is up, dude. They're so limited. All this stuff is tough to find.
There's the
They sell out in 2
riffraff.
seconds. Right. So here's the original Yeezee, and they had shirts for that, and that came out years ago.
Yeah, right
So
here.
this guy right here. So that's where obviously the design came from, and it was, and you know, if they didn't label it, that's fine. Just like it doesn't say Raiders here. It
I
says
love the
Ruthless.
Krang.
But it was Old English. They did the colors of the Old English. So between the Raiders, Easy and Old English, that was plenty for me.
Action. What's his name? Bronson.
Action Bronson,
Bone Thug. That I remember this.
Oh,
one.
they did wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
Man. So it's my
Murs
favorite.
Attacks.
My favorite stuff, and the one thing I wanted so
Little
bad,
Snoop Dogg.
and now I'm considering paying for it. Is they had a faker that I really tried hard to get.
Oh, this
was
was
not
the Jules
possible to
one.
get.
I remember that. All right, so let's go look up on eBay.
Yeah, eBay Trap. Yeah, check out eBay Trap Toys.
So you guys can.
I'm just saying, all their stuff resells. That's why even as much as I wanted this, see, $18.50 for this thing, right? And that's the only one that's been listed. I have looked, and this is my only one.
Here's the old RoboPoc shirt with the figures.
80 if you're asleep. I'm sorry, this is going in the freaking living room. Okay. I have a DTOF, and it's gonna be. I have a real original faker.
There's the faker. Easy.
Nobody. Hey, 80 watchers, and like it's all I can do not to pull that trigger.
I want to look at sold.
I just pulled the trigger on 2 more of these things. So
there's not very many. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, they're rare.
Absolute best, man. Absolute best. Trap Toys just amazing. Great Patreon. You can see it's different, like from their fans and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and they've done that. So the Easy Heat.
This one's dope, right?
They've all done on the resale market, and I haven't really been able to get much of their stuff. I've been wanting to.
Alchemist.
And I found this, and I found even what it cost me to get into this thing for a month. I was like, let's keep going. So I think Clutch got one of these, John Z got one of these, and I think Dinesh got one of these. So I haven't talked to Dinesh, but I know John Z sent me a picture, and I thought in his picture, whatever he had next to this, because there wasn't a scale, was smaller. And I was like, oh no, this thing is good size, dude. This thing is.
There's the shirt, $200, $300 for the shirt.
What?
Yeah,
I have that shirt.
Yeah.
No, I literally have that shirt in my closet.
Yeah, $300, bro. Put it up.
Wow. Hey, you know what? I got fat, so it doesn't fit. So I might put it for sale.
Yeah, fucking A. Get paid, brother. Get fucking.
No, but there's
paid.
another one. There's a black Yeezee one that I've worn to WonderCon, and people take pictures with.
I remember I'd seen it once.
PowerCon, the actual con. I put the sword on this guy. Looks super cool. Cause that's what it is.
Oh, dude.
If you've ever seen my logo and even thought for 1 second that I wouldn't be buying this thing, if you know what the BigLegg logo looks like, it looks like
exactly that chess piece. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, so this is great, and I hope to be able to somehow soon. And I see how they couldn't send them all at once. I didn't check email today to see if they thought if you thought he knew when they'd be shipping the other ones, it's fine if it's not right now. But here we go. Absolutely
sick,
beautiful.
That's
dude,
gorgeous.
I want to buy one of those spinning things. This thing is spinning.
Yeah,
perfectly.
fucking A, dude. Get one of those.
I want to get one of those and just have him, Faker, and Anti-Eternia spinning in my freaking living room.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put my Anti-Eternias and I have like a stand Faker. I have an original Faker, but it's not on card, but it's like legit with the stickers and everything like that. So now I have to buy the Easy Heat Faker, and now I have to buy a real freaking graded Faker, don't I? Damn it.
That's awesome, bro. Way to end the show. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 hours, 35 minutes. What a killer show tonight. It's kind of interesting that, for the longest time, the Saturday show was kind of the premiere show on the network. And I think it's kind of flipped where now the premiere shows on the network are the Wednesday and Tuesday show. And I have a ton of fun doing all 3 of them. But I think the type of information that you get from both of those shows are just immense. Saturday's fun to hang around and shoot the shit and bullshit and have people jump in and out and stuff. But the type of cool information that you get on these Tuesdays and Thursdays show are just amazing. So if you're new here, sub up. Make sure you hit that bell for whenever we drop content. Follow BigLegg. You can find his link to his website below. Also, make sure you follow him on eBay Live. When's your next eBay Live sale, bro?
Tomorrow morning between 11:30 and 12:30 Pacific. So between 2:30 and 3:30 Eastern. I'm not sure. I might have had to just add a breakfast to the schedule. So I'll be up and ready to go tomorrow. I have an event that I need to attend. I'll be out of town starting Friday, but you'll see me every Friday and at least 2 to 3 days a week from now on. So keep grabbing it. I got 4 shows scheduled next week. I don't have a Friday, but I don't want to skip Fridays anymore. There's just an unfortunate situation that is not a vacation that I have to attend this weekend. So
also, you guys, Vinny dropped his first.
Dude.
Yeah. So he dropped his first drop for his Paper Frank toy, which is amazing. After School Toys is his company, and this just dropped on yesterday. I don't know if they're all sold out. They might be all sold out. Let's go take a look. So if you guys weren't able to get any at Designer Con, looks like he's got a couple for sale on the website. Let's see here. Are they still for sale? Yep, they're still for sale. They're $175. And if you're into vinyl toys, this is going to be a killer pickup. Paper Frank is an amazing artist in the he's done hip hop covers for Gunna and a bunch of other artists, and he's very well known. And this is his IP, Damien. So this is their first drop over at After School Toys. You can find this link in the description as well, and go check it out. It is super cool. So show Vinny some love, and if you're into vinyl collectible toys, that is a killer pickup. So I'm hoping to get one. And then Thursday night, tomorrow night, I'll be 8 p.m. Eastern, around 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll have my Whatnot sale. More stuff from that collection. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And we're going to keep, doing at least 2 sales a week on Whatnot, and try to do, starting next week, I'm hoping to, I keep on trying to get on eBay Live, but I just have so much other shit going on that pop up, like Leg says, that sometimes it's hard. So,
sure is.
Yeah. So, but yeah, more of that new collection. It's pretty unreal what's in there. So we'll see you guys there Thursday. That being said, love you guys. We'll see you next time. Hit that like button, sub up if you're not subbed up. Adios.